days I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
Well, good morning, early birds. Jade, I'm so glad you made it. I mainly went live because I know you're awake. If you were making comments for the replay, and I was like, she has missed way too many. Hey, Sophie. Hey, Brooks knows. Hey, guys. I'm so glad y'all made it. I missed y'all last night, but that was a doozy. If you haven't watched it, it's best to do replay kind of on last night for a lot of people. Which I was rewatching it before I hit the live again. Hey, Michelle. Really quick. Hey, Chris. Hey, Sophie. Brooks Nose. Jade. Michelle. Sarah. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. We know more will come in. Okay, I got you guys. And then the Bushwalkers, of course, which sometimes that's the best, safest option. But I was rewatching it and just to see was I mean, I was mean to Jules. I was mean to a few other people, but I don't feel I was being mean to Kendra. Like I said, my goal was not at all to want to hurt her or kick her when she was down. Again, I waited 2 days kind of hoping an apology would be made or she would approach. She's like, hey, I did it, but whatever. I mean, it just didn't happen, but that's okay. It's okay. So that's why I ended up speaking on it. And I also wanted to wait the 2 days to give her a chance to recover. She said she was going to be taking a break. So I was like, okay, let her take a break, give her some time, which other people did not seem to take that into consideration whatsoever. Well, I have it if you would like to see it. If you want to send me an email, I will send it to you to watch. Yeah, I understand. I understand completely. But like I say, rewatched it. I just want to make sure. Jade, girl, if you haven't seen it. But I just want to make sure Kendra, because Kendra did seem to watch me and Geneva last night. I still think it was a shitty thing to go live while I was going live when I barely go live as it is. Just to take away the views because you didn't want to talk to me over here. I was dropping the link and you could even just wait to give me a chance to speak when you had 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours in your live. But anyways, well, you are welcome to say what you would like to say, Brooks Nose. like I said, Kendra, my goal wasn't to hurt you or kick you when you're down. Like I said, everything that, no matter what happened last night, anytime I was getting upset with the things you were saying, I just kept reminding myself about that 9-minute video and the mind frame you were in. And I never want you to feel in that space again. I do think others, though, don't seem to care how you end up. The comments that were made were just, like I said, I'm pretty sure whether people like or dislike Kendra for whatever reasons right now, which a lot of people here like her, I know that. Um, all of us could agree that the statement that Jules made of "no one likes you, Kendra" is not okay and not true whatsoever. That's not true, and that's not statements that she should be making, considering especially the headspace she was in. Um, I'm glad that her and Sophie worked through their issues. Like I said, I will keep my distance just for the fact of the attack seemed to come out of nowhere. And she seems to be really, like I said, I'm not gonna say too much because I respect the people in the chat and I don't want to put them in a predicament. But you hashtag on your post after hearing me and Geneva was being harsh on you and said Geneva the liar. When Geneva's upset for valid reasons, you were alluding that you were going to show up and fight her. You were telling people locations about where she's at, saying you could. And then last night you said you could see her apartment from your daughters, and I mean, so Geneva had a right to be upset, and she'd even go hard on you, and you just doubled down on calling her names. But whatever, I just don't. I guess that's not going to be fixable. I don't know, Kendra. I just don't understand how you handled it, but I do think Jules, you were flat out mean. I know, Sarah. That shocked me. And then when I expressed me being upset with her for the comment she made about me in the 8-hour stream, she said I'm only doing it because I'm upset she likes Stalker, and how dare I say anything about her stream? I must think I'm the most perfect person. Completely minimizing what I was saying or how I felt about what she said. Um, she says she won't rewatch the stream because it's upset her, which fine, but you should. I mean, I guess I'd go through the stream and write down the timestamps of when she's addressing me so she could hear that part. I definitely think you owe Miss Mickey an apology. That was horrific. That was horrific. If you don't know, Jade, she doxed Miss Mickey's kids' names, a location, and shared stuff about Miss Mickey's children that were private. She pulled a Muzz, sharing private information, legal proceedings regarding children. So I will say Kendra apologized last night for the Chris Watts comment saying that Camden deserved to be with someone like Chris Watts. Hey, Rabbit. Good morning. Kendra did that to Miss Mickey in the 8-hour stream on Sunday night. She did apologize for that. She apologized for the real comment, say she didn't mean it that way. She did keep mentioning the money. She did. And I mean, girl, that shouldn't even be a reason. Well, I don't even know. I don't even know with her. I really can't wrap my head around the way she came at people on Sunday who weren't even messing with her. She had something when JY had her on panel a couple times and didn't anymore. Well, and like I said, the things she said about JY and Draza were pretty effing bad. Oh, absolutely. She absolutely did. I mean, she absolutely did. And she did it in all defense of Jules. And then Jules threw her to the side not too long afterwards. And then all of a sudden she made an apology, which I don't even know if she meant the apology because she's clearly still doesn't have anything good to say about me, She did try to say last night, I actually like Sue. There's actually a lot of things about her I like. Like I said, girl, you went at me hardcore for a very long time in a stalker's chat when they were going in detail about my children, threatening me with interviews with my ex and his wife all the time. I mean, talking about DW, all that, like, and you just sat in there night after night after night, night after night after night. I will say everybody needs to fucking this exile spitter girl because she's out of fucking control. Again, spitter girl, the one who wants to cry about talking about her cat that she told everybody about, mind you. She told the whole fucking story about this cat on Georgie, which, Georgie, I know you were sniping my stream last night, and I do have the link to it, and I do plan to strike it if you do not remove my images from your screen. So there's a warning for that. You were playing it while I was live as well. But you don't have to heed that warning at the end of the day. Just, that's my warning. How many people thought I was full of shit when I said I was going to do something about it, and then look, you know. But Spitter Girl wants to take the moment to go in Kendra's stream last night and speak all about Kendra's whole fucking story and throw it in her face while she's sitting there attempting to make apologies. Hey, I've only done hex on one person in like a year, so there's that. I have 3 or 4 new ones that I plan to try soon, but that will be done privately. By the way, I hate to give you any type of attention that you so desperately need, and I will not be saying your name, but you know who you are, to sit there go on another fucking platform with your bullshit accusations that this is a white girl, she's not allowed to practice hoodoo. Bitch, I am Cherokee too. That gives me a right to practice. You have to practice for a year before it can be under the teaching of a high priestess in hoodoo. You have to do that for a fucking year and go to all the meetings and everything and be trained by the other witches in the coven. And then after a year, you prove yourself, then you get to be invoked into it. Then you get to start out slowly doing spells and whatnot. And you want to sit there and say, this white woman's selling spells to attack other white women. You're not a genealogist, are you? No, you're not. My mom is, my aunt is. I will take their word of who I am and where we come from. Okay. Moving on. Like this whole fucking accusation that I'm not Cherokee when I know the place that my grandmother was at, her name, when she got married, when she moved, all that shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Sit the fuck down. Get a grip. Hoodoo is not a closed practice in the way you're stating it. But I did get invoked into it, and I'm sorry you don't like it. And to say I only practiced for a year. I only studied for a year, and that gives me a right. No, that doesn't give me a right. There's a whole lot of fucking hoops you have to jump into to get invoked. And once you're invoked, you're fucking invoked. So you don't like it, get the fuck over it. Anywho's. Selling spells to go after white women. I don't give a fuck who it's after, honestly. I don't sit there and say, oh, well, it's a spell against someone white. Okay, we'll go for it. Oh, it's not to get someone from another race. Yeah, I can't do it. I only go after white women. Excuse you? And I don't sell spells, like teach other people to do it. That is where you will fuck up. But no, I don't do that. And I haven't sold a spell to do anybody for I don't know how long. It's in the intro though. I need to take that out. But just shut up. Just fucking shut up. Quit trying to get attention off my name. Just stop it. Get a grip. Good Lord. How dare you sit there and question my ancestry because you don't think I look wide enough. You clearly ain't never been to a fucking powwow. Anybody who says, well, she don't look like she's got any indigenous, go to a fucking powwow before you start making comments like that. Anywho's. Sorry. I've been dealing with that for 2 days. I will tell some of y'all privately who it is and how pathetic they were. I think I took a screenshot actually. But good morning, Miss Wendy. By the way, Miss Joanna sent me a picture of her at the service that she had to go to. Miss Joanna is looking so good. She is looking amazing. Like, she's lost a lot of weight. She looks great. So, I'm really happy to see how healthy she's looking lately. But, anyways, we'll get past that point. But my point of last night, again, was it to kick Kendra when she's down or make anybody have to choose a side. I do also want to apologize to Free Ten Head. And I think it was pre-10. I think there was. I don't think I was really snippy with 9. But if I was, I apologize. But after the stream ended and I wasn't really in my emotions anymore, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all showing some love to Miss Joanna. Thank you, thank you. Girl, I haven't watched anything. I haven't been on my Instagram. Well, I've been on it to look up something, but I haven't been in my messages. Y'all know I'm really, really bad about that. But I haven't seen it yet. But I will get to it. I plan to go over there to get screenshots of some stuff and some videos that I feel pertain to some important information that someone needs very soon. But I got to go on the hunt for some things. So I will be going to my Instagram later. By the way, if anyone, never mind, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave that part alone. But with 10 Head came in the stream yesterday, the chat yesterday, and I didn't see eye to eye with a lot of the things she said, but I should not have been. I realized after watching it, I was being snippy with 10 Head, and I apologize to you if you watch this because I didn't mean to be snippy with you. That energy was not meant towards you. I was frustrated and running off emotions, and you said everything in a respectful way. There was no reason for me to be. I don't like. I don't know if you felt it that snippy. I felt I was being snippy with you. So again, if it offended you, I do apologize. That I had no right. I mean, you didn't say anything that was crazy. Yeah, she was giving her different perspective, and y'all know, unlike some other channels, I actually do welcome different perspectives, a difference of opinions over here. And if I say something incorrectly, please correct me. If I got something wrong that y'all witnessed, please let me know. I appreciate that. And last night, I don't know, I just didn't, the energy was off, so I apologize. Stevie Lee, did you miss it last night, hun? Well, that's what replays are for, so that actually helps. Okay, no problem, Miss Sarah. Jay, thank you again for being a member for 34 months. I think there's emojis for that level. There should be. I got to do a video to teach people how to do their own memberships. Like Real Deal doesn't know how to do his own membership, and he wants to watch some of the members only streams we've done. So I got to make a video after this to teach people how to do it who are on iPhones or Androids or whatever. Because people don't know exactly what they're looking for to do it. But y'all know on the 1st, I got 10 to give away again. So when you see me go live on the 1st, that will be when I start to give them away. But just don't forget about the memberships. I mean, we're only doing a few streams of public because I need to speak to someone. Like Kendra's not a member on my channel. And I wanted to direct things towards her last night and today too, because I really do worry if I hurt her feelings last night or made her feel worse, because I don't ever want to do that. Not when she's already struggling. I just don't think she's really built for. Holy shit, guys! Oh my god, thank you. Brooks Nose gifted 10 memberships, and Michelle gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me go over here and see who got them. Thank you. That took me by surprise. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all are so amazing. I mean, I'm really appreciative for everything, you guys. And I honestly don't deserve it most of the time because I don't give y'all enough content, and I apologize for that. Y'all know it's just such a negative space, and when you're the target of a lot of it, it drains you, Hold on, let me see who got the memberships. 1 second, guys. Okay, hold on. It's the slowest computer right now because I have so many tabs open. SD Johnson, I love my grandbabies. Lacey Frankie, Kate stays confused. Rosie, MD, Boki, Lene, Stevie Lee. Yes, you got one. Deborah Best. Hold on. I can't scroll on this thing. Deborah Best, Big T, Redbirds. Hold on, y'all. I can't scroll on this. I hate this computer sometimes. This computer does not let me scroll down very well. Okay, Redbirds, Kells, allegedly, Skeet Skeet. You all were gifted memberships. So if you got one during this stream, it was from Brooks Nose or Michelle. So make sure Hey, JJ. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Don, how are you? How's your morning going? Y'all are the best, seriously. I, 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 I'm very grateful. I don't know how many times I can say that, and it doesn't suffice, but just please know it means a lot to me. Good morning, JJ. How are you doing? Sophie, I don't know if you watched last night, girl, but I don't know. I think you an email, Sophie. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I got like 2 hours of sleep only. Me and Geneva were on till like 2 or 3 my time. And then of course I'd wake up at 6 to get Princess ready for school. So I'm not running on much sleep. So I'm dragging a little bit. But yeah, I apologize if I was snippy with anyone in the chat last night. Again, that energy wasn't even meant for you. I just was feeling frustrated, and y'all, like I said, I do appreciate when you disagree or say difference of opinion or say things differently when y'all were there and watching it. Like when I said, why didn't people try to stop her? Which I specified that I meant the people that went later on when she was already spiraling to cheer her on to get worse and worse and worse. But people like, we were apologizing. We were trying to get her to stop. I mean, I didn't see the chat, so I appreciate y'all even telling me stuff like that. And I never want y'all to feel like you have to walk on eggshells and you can't say that with fear of being exiled. I never want to do that. So I do apologize that happened. And if it felt negative to any of you guys. Hey, Big T. Big T says she watches a lot, so thank you to whoever gifted it. It was either Michelle or Broke Snows. Thank you so much. Sounds like emotions were all over last night. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was watching the replay and then saw you were live. Well, so we know that Kendra did the 8-hour live, and then she did a 9-minute stream, which was actually absolutely heartbreaking to see. Which Jules has now covered it 3 different times. Like, knowing how that ended, she still covered it a few more times. I'm just saying. I just don't understand that. She covered it on her channel the night it happened. That she covered, which pushed Kendra to the point she got to. Which no, it's not Jules' fault that she got to that point, but she is definitely responsible for her feeling that that bad. She's not responsible for what she did, like what Kendra did, but she is responsible for pushing her and pushing her and pushing her when she was already at a breaking point in that first 8-hour stream. But then she went and covered it the next day on her channel and then put it on members just so I couldn't watch it, she said. Like, that's how much of an a-hole she is. She knew I sent an email saying, hey, can you repeat what Kendra said? I'm about to go F off hearing what you're saying. Because I had not watched the stream. Jules would just cover it and say, oh, yeah, she was talking all this shit about you, about Siwa. So while she was live, I sent the email saying, hey, can you just tell me what she said real quick? And so Jules, because I sent that, she put that stream on members, trying to make me pay to watch what Kendra said about me. That's how petty she is. Like I said, I will never pay to watch any people I don't like or that I have no respect for whatsoever. Hey, Muggsy, long time no see. I almost blocked you and Sophie's for not talking about me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, last night okay, so yeah, back to the point. So me and Geneva went live last night in response to the things Kendra said in that stream. And just kind of respond to what allegations that were being said about me. And it started out like just from a just chatting way. And then Kendra decided to go live to steal views from me and to take the attention, which she has done that before in the past when she doesn't like someone. She says, I'm going live to take their views. So she did that last night when I'm barely here, as y'all know. And then Jules also was mad. I was telling Jules go F herself because she was getting accused of me of crap I wasn't doing. So yeah, people were just constantly going live trying to steal views, but Kendra did go live and do a little response video to me and Geneva, but she kind of doubled down on a lot of the things she said. She's not very good at apologizing, but she did attempt, and she did say she was wrong and she went too far. So I'll give her credit where it's due, but on the same breath, apology just didn't sound good, Like I said, she said, oh, see, well, you're only mad because I like Stalker, which I'm not going to use the idiot's name. you're only mad because I like stalker. I don't give a damn about that. My issue is you using my name to get in good or to please her when I've not done anything to you. That was my issue. And then said, I will never do another drunk stream again. Maybe Stalker will. And then everybody's like, stop saying that Stalker's going to do a drunk stream. You're projecting. She goes, oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. You know, maybe he's going to be the next one to do a stream like I did. A drunk stream. When y'all know I don't drink like that. You know, so it just, again, apologize and then throwing more digs in. It doesn't work. Oh, shucks. Oh, wait. Like, but good morning. Good morning. So very good to see you, Muggsy. She said during the actual live that she was going to private live. Well, I sent her the email during her live. It, like, as she was live is when I sent her the email, which of course she had to make this big spectacle of it on Drawsos. Yes, Siwa sent an email asking for this, and if Siwa stands for anything, she'll call out what Kendra did. Which, just so you know, I didn't even watch the Drawsos stuff until me and Geneva watched it last night over here. We only watched like 30 minutes of it together and commentated. And that was the first time I heard Jill say, yeah, Siwa stands for anything, she'll call out Kendra. I don't need you to be my moral compass. That's for fucking sure. That's for damn sure. Because everything you want me to call is the same stuff you do all the time, Jules. Respectfully. Well, she was taking a lot of digs and paint me in a bad light, and all in defense. You know, it just wasn't nice. It came out of nowhere. The attack came out of nowhere. Jade is my attack dog. She is my bouncer, and if people should be scared, you would be scared of her if you met her in person. She is a very tall girl. Like, I'm 5'8". She's tall. She is not one to F with. Jade is not one to F with. She's been on camera before on my streams. Hell, she scares me, and I know I don't have she's not a threat to me, but she scares me. Jade is someone that I know can fight. But yeah, she's definitely all woman. Her son is huge. Like tall. Wasn't he like 6'7", Jade? Yeah, that, and I do feel it wasn't really an apology, because it had all these excuses in the middle of it and more digs at us, and it just didn't go over well. And then as she's watching the stream and Geneva is saying how the group chat went south with when Deadly, Johnny Mac, Jules, Kendra, Geneva, Sophie all had this group chat. It went south because, I mean, we had this day when the blow up happened about the Soflo situation. Kendra was telling everyone that Geneva was taking screenshots of the group chat and sending me everything, giving me a play-by-play of what was going on in that group chat when I not seen anything from a group chat. And then when that didn't work, then she goes, oh, well, Sophie was doing it. Nope, Sophie wasn't doing it either. So we were talking about it last night. She's like, it actually turned out that Kendra was the one actually taking screenshots and passing them around. Which, yeah, Kendra, you said you never did that. If that's so, then that's so. But to then go hashtag Geneva the liar, just after it just, I just don't get it, because again, it's just making more enemies. Jade. But did it really come out of nowhere? She has talked mad ish on you since you showed up. No. Well, that's what I was talking about last night, is there's no love lost between me and her. There's no love lost. I said last night, me and Kendra are like oil and water. That doesn't mean anything besides we just don't mix. Our personalities, energetically, I don't mix with her. And I don't feel good vibes for her ever when I'm around her, respectfully. But like I said, I totally don't have, like, I'm never going to cause an issue in chat seeing her. I don't expect anybody to not have her in chat. I will never cause issues with her in chat. Some people get along with her great, and that's fine. But I just feel like I can always feel this negative energy from her towards me. And like that, I've seen her participate and chime in on some really horrendous crap that's been done to me on a few channels. So to now go live last night and say, I actually like Siwa. There's things about her I like. I don't believe that for 1 second. Your energy says otherwise. But it is what it is. But she did double down last night and said that she won't be showing up to Geneva's, that she's not going to fight her because the parking sucks where she lives at, but she could still see the building from her daughter's house, or she could still see Geneva's house from her daughter's apartment, which Geneva never shared with Kendra where she lives, the building she lives at. So how does she know that? And why was she looking that up? I've been friends with Geneva for years. I don't know what building she lives at. I don't care to know what building she lives at. I don't know what it looks like or anything. I've never thought to look up where she's at and what building she's in. I don't care. It has no bearing on anything else. So Geneva's not really feeling safe, actually. And then Jill's like, Geneva needs to get an RO against Kendra. I think that's a reach, honestly, Jules, that you think she needs to get an RO because she said she could see. It's creepy, yes, but an RO for that? What world would that qualify for an RO? She's not showing up. She's not putting shit outside her door. She's not going over to her door. She's not doing that. So to the jump to, you need to get RO Geneva against Kendra. No, that don't make no damn sense. But when people get ROs for things that are actually stalking, you sit there and go, an RO is a joke. No one's going to give you an RO. Lord, I can't with that one. And again, Jules, your stream last night, where you're throwing in these kind of compliments like you did with JJ recently and said, oh, Sophie, I would never, what you did is horrible. How you treated JJ and Cindy is horrible. You don't even care how they felt in that chat when you had Bambi, I said Bambi. When you had Bambi and Pam in there, you don't even care about your chat. When they made your channel, they make your channel. They're important, most part of your stream. Girl, isn't that the shit you do? Did you give a shit? Like I said this last night. Did you give a shit when people were begging you to stop going off on JJ because you were accusing her of shit she wasn't doing? And you threw her to the wolves, and you threw a lot of people to the wolves that day. So to sit there and try to point fingers at Sophie about what a bad friend she is, I mean, honestly. But if you watched my stream last night, I was listening. So I was playing Kendra's stream on the audio over, like, on the screen. I mean, well, not really on the screen. You didn't see it, but y'all can hear the audio. So we were doing that and commentating, responding to what she had said while I was live. And then I had the Jules stream going because, of course, Jules had to go live to take the views because I wasn't being nice towards her, like the petty bitch she is. And I had the earbud in and I was listening. And just if she said something that was crazy, I told y'all what she said. And Pamby is a good name, isn't it? Now y'all have a new nickname for the group, Pamby. Well, I did find this out, Jade. So there's this creator I follow in the UK called Chelsea Lee Art. If you're in the UK, you probably, hey, Crystal. In the UK, you probably heard about her. But she's like a big deal in the UK on TikTok. Like she's really probably the biggest creator in the UK. But she's been arrested 3 times. And you want to know what for? Because she was on her live stream and using slurs and making remarks about minorities, and she got arrested for that. She got arrested twice for the slurs and minority stuff, and then she got arrested a 3rd time for making threats towards someone. Like, the UK does not could you imagine how many people would have arrest records if that was the rules here in the US? Like, holy shish. But that is a very real thing. It's called malicious. Oh, what's it called? Malicious social. Oh, I'm trying to think of it. Malicious use of social media or something like that is the what she got arrested for. And they don't play. I mean, they came up and throw handcuffs on her. They don't hear nothing she says, and off she goes. It's crazy. I didn't know they were that strict. Okay, she reamed J Day the fuck out for real and for no reason. What Jules did versus what Sophie did, not the same. Absolutely not the same at all. Not the same at all. I know. And you left the chat when they would here. I was in that chat when Sophie was live, and The others were not leaving y'all alone. They just kept arguing and arguing and arguing about every little thing. And every time the comment would be hidden out or deleted, they would just redo it again. And everybody's like, can you chill out? Can you chill out? And they just kept going and kept going. And that's when I was like, Sophie, you might want to give another warning, because some people are not listening. They just keep repeating and keep going at the mods. And finally she's like, you know what? Y'all block whoever you need to block. So she handled it just fine. Like, so Jules, to make this whole deal out of it and to use that as a way to make more digs at Sophie and to make it look like you actually give a fuck about JJ and Cindy with how you treated them over much less. Like I said, stop with your fucking, just stop. Stop using little instances to make you look like the better person when you've done far worse. Right. And you wait. Cindy, you mean she didn't say, hey, I don't give a fuck about how you feel. I'm going to cuss you out in front of everybody. I'm going to treat you out in front of everybody. But you know what? I'm even going to go even further and do you the favor and allow you to send me an Instagram and apologize to me for me embarrassing you in front of everybody. You mean she didn't give you that gift of allowing you to go and apologize to her when she fucked you over like Jules did? Again, seriously. Yeah, I watch her too. I actually like Chelsea Lee Art, but she just says some crazy shit. Hey, Miss Diane, welcome back. I mean, I don't know if y'all listened to the stuff she was saying in regards to Sophie, but they also, Sophie, if you didn't catch it, Drazo, Johnny Mac, and Jules were live last night on Drazo's, and you became a topic. Me and Jules, like, so me and Geneva were covering some of that stream, but when I heard them talk about you, I skipped forward through all of it until it got to the Kendra report, which, if you did not see that, I'm pretty sure you all have seen this now, but in case you missed it, it's most likely a neighbor that called on Kendra, guys. And let me tell you why we think that. Jules is the one that got this, by the way. And she was showing it on Drazo's, which I thought she was against digging and stuff like this, but whatever. So if you can't, I'm sure some of y'all can read it, but it says a welfare check. It's to Kendra's. It was called in at 4:55. The cops started going that way 3 minutes later. They arrived at 5:04. They left about 15 minutes later. But the person that reported it said anonymous, but it was in fact a welfare check, but it's still a bogus welfare check if it was from YouTube, that is, because this was before the scissor thing. But the reason we are pretty sure it's a neighbor is because it says resident screaming from this apartment for over an hour, seems alone, possible 1234, which is supposed to be like not following regulations, which is probably noise complaint, possibly. We're not sure. Possible 1234, or yelling at someone on the phone. So clearly that's not someone who's watching a YouTube and watching the stream and seeing what she's doing, that she's clearly, because people from YouTube, they would be like, she's on YouTube and she's making an ass of herself and you need to, or whatever, like they do to John all the time. This is someone who clearly can't see into, we're going to get to that. Clearly someone who can't see into the apartment. They just hear her yelling and they're assuming she's on the phone. So no, I don't think this is someone from YouTube whatsoever. I do think it's a neighbor. Also, there is no body cam of the incident, which people were threatening to get, saying that they're trying to get the body cam of Kendra. There is no body cam. There's only the police call that came in and the police report. That's it. That's the only thing there is available on this call. But Kendra's response, because you mistreated your friends who make your chat, Sophie. You mistreated and threw Cindy and JJ to the wolves for Pam and Bambi. Pamby, as we're going to call them from now on. You threw them to the wolves for Pamby, and you're a sellout. You're a sellout, and all this shit when she forgets a lot of what she's done. But anywho, so Kendra's response is Kendra says she was all right and was a liberal communist YouTube person who makes candles. She said she was drinking alcohol and commenting on YouTube. No further assistance was needed. But she did say she told the cops that she was a famous YouTuber with John Yates. So Yeah, Kendra did blame it on Geneva. Um, Now, again, I wouldn't have dug into it. I knew that Kendra had asked Raken to get it, so it was going to come out, of course, which it's much better to come out from someone who's cool with Kendra. But someone else, Jules had pulled up the the website that has all police calls on it and found that pertaining to Kendra. But she said she wanted it to come out anyways. So I don't think she's really against it, you guys. I just don't get why Jules is like acting. Jules was giddy and dancing from side to side when she realized she found the call. But then she was complaining about people getting things that are pertaining to her. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's all she's trying to do is cause a divide because she lost them. So she wants Sophie and us to lose the girls. But nope, some people know how to make apologies and some people know how to take their friends' feelings in consideration, Jules. Oh, did you have a headache, Cindy? Wait, the gift of going in who? Jules' DMs? Hey, she's been going hardcore at Sophie, which that's what she does. But I mean, I would like to hear from Kendra what exactly a liberal communist YouTube person means. I mean, yeah, it doesn't take much these days, you guys. Hell, maybe we'll play it a little bit. Yes. Which Jules then, I mean, of course she even was like, even Deadly knows what a piece of shit you are. Yes, Tia, she is. She is. Pammy could get F. Sophie was never friends with him. I love it that we're all just in agreement. It's now Pamby. It's now Pamby. I don't know how many views they got. I didn't even know that they were live when I went live. Or actually, I probably wouldn't have waited because y'all know I barely go live. And I was waiting until Princess fell asleep to even go live. So I was running on. I barely had time to go on anyways. And I try to make it the most for people who were just hanging out wanting something to do. But let me pull up something real quick. If my computer will participate, just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it for you, Sophie. Y'all, I was so mad. I was trying to write a letter to someone. It's an email, but anyways, I wrote such a long fucking email, and then I went to send it, and it said error, and I had to start like I'm gonna have to start over. I was so pissed. Okay, 1 second. All right, let me see. I'll just say it. Apparently, Jules and other people are saying that she never claimed to be a CI. Y'all, she did. You know, she really, really did. Oh, I know. You're friends with most people. I have no issue with that. Unless you're talking shit on me, it is what it is. Getting personal FOIAs have nothing to do with YouTube should never be pulled. Geneva had every right to clear her name. Well, the FOIAs that I requested had to do with YouTube, but again, I never followed through afterwards. I didn't even get anything and never attempted it since. But the only FOIA that Geneva got was pertaining to YouTube as well, because that's when the FBI got called to Jules, and everybody was saying she was lying, and there was accusations on who it supposedly was. So yes, someone asked her to get that FOIA, and she got that one FOIA. But Jules, of course, turns it into, you got all the FOIAs. You got my January 9th FOIA. Nobody, to my knowledge, I know I don't have it. Geneva doesn't have it. I don't think Muzz ever got it. Well, she didn't when she was with us. I don't know if she did what she's done since then, of course. But to my knowledge, no one over here has that. I don't think anyone's ever requested that. And just because I put all FOIAs, Jules, and it was only the years you were on YouTube, by the way, doesn't mean I was thinking in my mind was about January 9th. I would never mess with that situation. Like I said, I think she maybe forgot that I was the ones that like came running to try to be there for her when everybody was going so hard on her, and nobody really cared and backed up when they saw she was really in bad shape. Yeah, she did, and she blamed her again last night. She goes, "Oh, Geneva, are you the one that I'm thinking you're the one that called the welfare call on me last night, Geneva. But don't worry, we'll get it and we'll prove it." So it's no worries about that, you guys. No worries about that. Like I said, as long as you're not trashing me, it is what it is. Yes, people are saying well, again, I haven't listened to it, but I saw other people saying she never said that. I've never heard her say that. She said she never said that. Y'all, let me enlighten you on something. When that paperwork first got posted back 4 years ago, which I'm not going to get into it, but we know what we're talking about. When that paperwork got posted, Jules' name was nowhere in it. No one even knew she was tied to the whole case at all. So when she's like, Steele put out those papers about you know what? I never knew she was tied to that. I had no effing idea. Nobody did. It wasn't until they got posted by other people that she finally admitted, you know what? That's about me. I'm like, what are you talking about? That has nothing to do with you. Like, you weren't involved in it. And then she's like, I'm the CI. So she definitely admitted that. A few times, but I can't find a clip of it. I don't really record her like that. I have very few things of recording of Jules, honestly. I've covered her streams, of course, but like actually recording the stream in its entirety. Hold on. I'm trying to get my phone up. In its entirety and have it on my channel. I really don't do that with her. There's a few when she's really, really out of control, but not much. All right, let's listen to some of this, Sophie, since you didn't hear it. Well, Sophie, did you hear the one that's called Clout Chasing at its most beige? Have you heard how that stream yet? That's the one where she's going on about you being so shitty, a shitty friend to the people who make your channel. What the fuck was that? Spirit messing with me, I swear. Hold on. What was that? Give me a second, y'all. I gotta find out what fell. Oh, yeah. There's no way that this. Hold on. There's no way that should have fell. So my best friend brought me this huge wooden plaque thing that's you're supposed to put on your porch for holidays, and it was in my pantry. Son of a biscuit eater. I ate chow mein earlier. It was in my pantry, leaned up against the wall, like leaned over a far way, so it wouldn't have just plopped over the other way. That got knocked over to the other side. Weird. Okay, well, all right. Let me go get it. Then. I didn't play it last night out of respect for you. I didn't want to hurt your feelings or anything. But let me go get it because Johnny Mac cheered it. Chimed in. Dang it! Anytime I want to find it, I can't find it. So let me go to my notifications. 1 second. And if y'all missed it last night, Drazo took Kendra's candles, which was like 4 or 5 candles, and he put them in a bonfire and burned them last night. There's that. All right, okay, so since Sophie's okay with it, we'll go ahead and play it. Do you really say son of a biscuit eater now? That's funny. That's funny. I like it when people use some of my sayings. Let me try that again. As long as I don't lose Michelle. So you don't care about losing me? I get it. I get it. Someone put him on timeout for about 10 minutes so to make him think about his decisions. I'm just kidding. Zoe, did you hear Jules was telling you how to show videos? What? I think Sophie manages just fine. She did. She absolutely did, Selfie, and there's some other information I know about it, but I'm trying not to go that. Well, if I do, like, every time, pretty much every stream I've done recently has been demonetized or like limited ads, because of cussing throughout. Used to, as long as you didn't cuss in the first 3 minutes and the last 3 minutes, your stream would stay green, like fully monetized. Now if I cuss even just a few times through the stream, they get demonetized, like they get limited. And like I said, we make pennies as it is from our views. So yeah, I'm trying to be more careful about it, but y'all, I'm not very good at not cussing, as you know. That's hilarious, Tia. I hope, I mean, not hilarious that you trip, but you know. All right, here we go. Now, I do want to say I did not listen to the part where Johnny Mac first came up, so I don't know exactly what he said in it. Um, so if he says anything crazy, I'm not trying to show anything crazy. Let's see. Oh, so you're going through it too. Okay, well, glad it's not just me. I know I cuss a lot, but Lord. I don't get it, JJ. I don't get it. I was saying that last night. It's like, why do y'all destroy things that were given to you with good energy, with when people cared about you and loved you and were really trying to do something nice? I'd understand destroying shit that was sent to you without, fucking with you and there we go. Already, JJ, you screwed me over. You screwed me over. That's your fault, JJ. No. I already messed up. But it's okay. Y'all get membership, so it's okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, speak. Hold on. Let me turn off the ads real quick. Well, turn them as low as I can. That is. 1 second. 1 second. And again, thank y'all for the memberships. My so bad because y'all, it just does every month until they get rebuilt back up. So thank you so much for that help today. I know it's dead air. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my computer to participate. Let me turn off the ads real quick, and then I'll play it. I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, about destroying things. But I wouldn't, like I said, I have things that people gave me that I'm not cool with them, and they really did me wrong after the fact. I haven't destroyed any of it. Muzz has made things for me and my daughter. Haven't destroyed it. Haven't thrown it away. No, like Buzz, I still have the stuff. I haven't destroyed anything because I know you spent time and your money on that, and you did it out of your heart. I'm not going to destroy it. Christy Marie and the mug, the glass she gave me, even though I don't drink and it's a wine glass, it's a beautiful glass and I'm grateful for it. Even though you did horrible things afterwards, I appreciate you taking the time to do that. People sent me makeup before. That's probably one of my favorite gifts. I love that stuff. The bracelets y'all see me wear, someone made them for me and sent them to me 4 years ago before I even came to YouTube. I was just on Instagram. I treasure those still to this day, and they're not even cool with me anymore. They really were nasty to me afterwards, but I appreciated it, and I was grateful. I don't understand destroying everything. She was saying, Sophie, that you should not show them from YouTube. One, record them and show them from a program she does. Oh, to alter the voice? Why? We just speed it up and it's still fair use. As long as you don't use the whole entirety of it. Yeah, there was no point in doing that to Kendra, but I will shock y'all. Jules actually said something nice about Kendra's stuff last night. She did say that candles were give her a headache and she doesn't like it, blah blah blah. But she said the wax smells actually really smell good. I'm shocked she even gave that little bit of niceness towards Kendra. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Wendy. Yeah, I don't really understand it. Yes, he did. He took apart that blanket piece by piece. I will say with Drazo, I feel a little bit more understanding about that because this is after the wedding thing got exposed, So he had a lot more reasons to want to get her where it hurts. But all the other stuff that people are doing over, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Kendra, but she took her time and money to make those items and send them to you guys. That's messed up. Just don't do it. Or if you just feel like you have to destroy it, just do it on your own. Like, why? But Johnny Mac said, I'm so glad me and Kendra fell out because I gave my wife her business information and my wife was going to take it to work and tell all the other nurses because they love buying stuff like that. But not no more. I'm glad it fell apart because I would have given you a lot of sales. And sir, I highly doubt you would have changed her life with all the sales you would have given her if she had just gave in to what you demanded. I highly doubt it would have been that much of a difference. Okay. But all right, I'm going to play it. Let me know if there's any echo or if you can't hear it. Just let me know. Like, let's see.
Like messing with rats. If you see that happen one time, the last time the cat goes out.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
goes out again. Yeah, I learned that. See, I had cats growing up. They were outside cats, but my parents kind of lived like in the country a little bit.
Give me a second. Let me speed it up.
Yeah, I'd be moving shit.
Fuck yeah.
It only takes one bite, and those things will come in and bite your ass when you sleep too.
I'm assuming they're talking about Kendra and the rats.
Yep. So yeah, man, like it's 5 months to become relevant. It took her 5 months to build that one up, I guess.
I don't.
Yeah, let me see if y'all can hear it. Oh, thank you, Muggsy. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Hold on, my chat just disappeared. But I do see Muggsy became a member. Thank you so much. There's a lot you could watch if you haven't seen it yet, but it's not anything crazy. It's just they keep telling Sophie how to take care of her animals. She's adult. And Sophie, I found this stream because I was digging last night looking for some stuff that pertained to the Joel situation, and she was covering your stream where you're talking about your dog, and you were crying, like you were sobbing over the dog being sick. Now I don't know if that was the dog, like I don't know which animal it was, but I that was the first time I heard that. That was so heartbreaking to hear. Very, very heartbreaking to hear. And again, y'all always talk about Sophie's dog, but don't want them talk about your animal. Which she just repeated facts that you said. Things that you said. She didn't accuse you of shit that you didn't do. I mean, just saying. All right, hopefully y'all can hear it. Well, I thought he was done with the drama, guys.
That's so, man, because she attacked everybody that she could think of. You know, you, me, Jules, my stepbrother.
It seems like a lot of like
Miss Mickey. She doxed Miss Mickey's information. And
what the fuck?
She used the people that bought stuff from her and went and got their information from her purchases. That's how she got the information.
Don't ever buy. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, that's dirty business, guys. I hope.
Is that true? Did Kendra use the information from the candles to dox? I don't think that's true, is it? Because Kendra was doxing people in her life, which whatever. It's whatever on that regard. But as far as Miss Mickey, I don't think she got information from Miss Mickey buying a candle, because she was talking about custody and stuff like that. That doesn't come from buying a candle. I don't know if she ever bought a candle or whatever, but they live in the same area, and I don't think she got it from that. Not too sure. Hold on 1 second. Let me change these ad settings real quick. Okay, it's on conservative, so y'all shouldn't be getting commercials probably throughout the rest of it. If you do it, probably should only be 1 or 2. Okay. Oh, freaking back itches. Maybe Sophie's dog passed away. When was this due? It was my Sophie was crying about. Oh, okay. It was last year. Well, I looked at it and it said stream was a year ago. So I'm assuming it was Sophie. But it was so sad. I'd not listened to that before. Yeah, well, she did apologize for doxing Miss Mickey. She did say she worked on those videos going at Miss Mickey for 10 hours. but she did take them down, so that's good. But I don't know if she used. I don't think Geneva bought candles, but maybe she did. The information she got, she knows where Geneva is at because they've talked about it before. You know, the rest of the people that she doxed was her grandparents, her dad, her parents, her 3 exes, the guy who gave her, you know what. People said she was doxing her own children's information. I don't know. I'm not gonna repeat that for sure. Which she said last night she did it. So, but she also said she doesn't remember what she said. And then she doxed Miss Mickey, of course, and then Miss Mickey's kids' names, where Miss Mickey lives, which she repeated that again last night. Miss Mickey's first name and where she lives. Well, the area, not the actual full address. She doxed Jules a lot, which, I mean, Jules, you dox a lot of people. I mean, I don't know. It's shitty, no matter what. But you're a doxer yourself quite often. So, not saying it's right. I'm just saying I don't. Never mind. I'm trying to not be so. Girl, I always get Domino's commercials. Always. Thanks to this fucking community. Dang it, I cussed again. That wasn't JJ's fault that time. Well, it wasn't her fault last time either.
Hope that, because I'm going to be doing some giveaways for my channel. I want to let you guys know that would never, ever happen. I don't care how bad somebody can be wrong. Like, that, come on, bro. Like, that stuff's in history, man. You just don't.
Didn't you show Cooch's apartment and give out her full address multiple times? I mean, is this the same person? I will find it for you and send you the link if you want it, Sophie. She was covering it and commentating on it, yes. Teddy Lynn was up with her when she was doing it. So I found it doing a lot of searching last night, looking for clips of things that happened in the past, and I stumbled across it. I'm like, this is effed up. Well, JM, Johnny Mac, does his paranormal stuff, but he tries to keep all the stuff off that channel. I don't know what he did with his other channel, if he even uses it anymore. But yeah, Drozzo still has his channel. He deleted the other one, but his new one has 219 subscribers. His last one, he was so close to being monetized. Actually, wasn't he monetized? I think he could have been monetized, but I don't know if he actually went through the steps to get monetized. But Drozzo made response to Geneva last night on his community tab, because we were actually speaking nice about Drozzo for the most part, about he never made moves on us, and for these accusations that he's cheating on his wife. Like I said, I know I'm not an ugly female. Drozzo's never crossed the line with me as a married man, but I don't know. It didn't seem to be met with. He didn't say anything mean, to be clear, towards Geneva in response, but he just said he really cared about the friendship, but she didn't reach out to him after everything for months, and he wishes her the best. But I kind of said, I do deserve an apology, because what you accused me of, Drozzo, of going in chat trying to start shit with Jules when I didn't even know she was in there, was a flat out lie that had no basis to it. No, there was no truth to it whatsoever. And I guess that's just going to be glossed over and ignored, but I expect nothing less.
That shit's fucked up.
That's fucked up. That's
Bro.
fucked up. They bought stuff from you. Like, come on. Like, they put food on your table.
Bro, that's like me, okay? After I did my research at home, I could have gone and found William Brooklyn through the system, which I don't have access to because I don't have the title. Supervision has that. I don't have that, okay? And I could have found him that way. And that would have been fucked up to do, but I didn't do it that way. I did it through other means.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is,
giveaways or against TOS? What? Since when? Hell, we did a whole makeup giveaway, multiple giveaways with Cali Girl. Like the Jeffree Star. She gave out a bunch of Jeffree Star stuff. Cali Girl's so awesome. She gave out a bunch of Jeffree Star stuff. She had a spin wheel and everything. I mean, we had a blast at streams. But hell, if I knew it was against TOS, I wouldn't have done it. He had Cooch's address on the thumbnail. Yeah, not once either. Multiple times. So to say, guys, don't do that. I would never do that, sir. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. You done it more than once. And I did see Cooch's community post saying that Muzz is denying sending out her DMs. I have not showed any of Cooch's DMs as of yet. Don't plan to. But Cooch, if you want to send an email, I'll send you just proof, at least just one. I'll send you proof so you can use it to shut her up that she absolutely was sending out your, your DMs. I mean, over 20 people have come forward. Maybe 20 is exaggerating. Maybe it was 15. But 15 to 20 people have come forward and said that they all have seen your private DMs, Cooch. So, Muzz, what is with you even trying to deny it? Again, I have a folder of screenshots from you messaging me shit, and there's like 455 images in it. And I would say 50 of them are you sending Cooch's messages out about very private stuff. Unasked for, mind you. So, yeah. I don't even know why you even try to deny those things anymore. And yes, I have an off button if I drink 3 max, but I'm a lightweight, so 3 beers get me silly. Yeah, like that. I just wish she. I don't know. I don't even know what to say when it comes to Kendra. It's just if she did a. It's just the taking digs at people that were friends with her before she started live. I mean, she already fixed it with Sophie, and they're good, to be clear. But she says she started the stream out to go at Sophie because she didn't like how Sophie handled Pamby in the chat with JJ and Cindy. I mean, but because Sophie came in there, her plan got, stopped. But if she had not gone on there, what all would have been said? And then she still took digs at Sophie throughout anyway. So, but again, they worked through it, so that's good. But why even? I don't understand what the drive was to do that, honestly. When I was buying, but the money was sent directly to the charity. Not, yeah, I do know you can do that. Broke Snows, mine did too. Mine disappeared too for a while. I had to refresh it. When I drink, I just dance. I'm happy, and I only drink in a social setting, which it's very rare. I've done it the whole time I've been on YouTube. I drink, actually drinking, not just sipping on something and then quitting after a few sips. Like actually drinking, I did when I was at the festival, the music festival I went by myself, but then I made those 3 friends, and I was around all those other people. I drank a little bit there, and that was just like 2 or 3 cups of some wine, very small cups, mind you. That, and then when I went to the hotel, and then that got doxxed, and then I had to leave the room because I didn't feel safe. And then I did get shit-faced that night. I was a wreck that night, but neither one did I hit the live. I mean, I don't want to hit the live if I'm not in complete control of what I think and doing. My biggest mistake is when I fell asleep, and that had nothing to do with any substances. I was just tired of being up all night. That's it. So that wasn't a choice. I was not making the choice to do that. I really thought I was going to be able to stay awake, and my body said, "Hell no, bitch, go sleep." See, quit making me cuss. I am not, but when I drink though, I'm not crazy, and I don't drink much. I mean, but then again, if you know that about yourself, just don't go live. Really? Because people came in here last night and said, "Oh, they already worked it out and they're already cool and she already made apologies." I was like, "Well, that's good. I mean, we're grateful for that." Have you seen the whole thing? I think, guys, she would have been fine if she had not started it, already being upset. She said people have been coming at me for 2 days in a row before when she started that stream. So clearly she was already feeling attacked and upset and already on defense. So I think that was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, where it just ended up not being a good mix. And then the people going in there egging it on and taking some digs in the chat at other people, and it kind of led her to start doing it. So yeah, like I said, if you know that about yourself, guys, don't go live. And if you're going to, though, understand that if you're going to make attacks and accusations and docs and all that, people are going to want to respond. Kendra accused me of bullying her last night with the one video I did, and where I was even going crazy on her. I even said I don't want to go hard on her because I don't want to push her past a point. I don't, but she accused me of bullying her last night from that one stream. That's not, people, like I said, it is what it is. Sarah, you're funny. My mom hasn't watched me in a bit. I mean, she just watches to check in on me. My aunt watches. My dad and my mom will watch sometimes to check in on me. My son watches every once in a while, as y'all know, but that nobody watches consistently, of course, not family anyways, and that's the way I prefer it.
He was doing some really foul shit, man, and going like real life. Like I guess she is too if she's doing that. Right, like what I don't understand is that what threat is Miss Mickey or anybody else over here? What threat are we to her in any way, shape, or form? Nobody's threatening her. Nobody's attacking her. I have no idea why she did this, man. It makes no sense. I don't know why she bring me up. We're talking like what 5-something now. To what? Keep pushing a lie.
I don't, Johnny Mac. I don't even think you were mentioned that live. The reason these guys are even mad at Kendra is because Jules covered a stream from months ago, and I guess didn't specify to them that, hey, this is a stream from when everything first blew up with Sophie, because they're like, why is she even bringing me up now? This was 5 months ago. It was the stream happened when you and Sophie fell out, Johnny Mac and Drazo. So no, it wasn't even recent. She hadn't been going at you guys recently, which she deleted since then, or it's privated now. But Jules covered it, of course. She covered it the same night that Kendra was already falling apart.
Here's her thing. You ready? Yep. She's old. Well, she's not old because a lot of us are close to 50. She's
I have it.
She's middle-aged. She's alone. Every man that she's been with has done nothing but abuse her mentally, probably physically, and emotionally. And she hates men. How many times on a live did she mention that she plays with herself and knows how to click herself very well? Okay? She's a man hater. And everything that she said about me, okay, is the quite opposite.
So yeah, that's a PTSD response, Drazo, when a woman's been gone through violent things by men. So there are some women who absolutely hate men. I don't actually hate men. I'm scared of a lot of them, but I don't hate men. I still have a lot of friends who are men, and I love them to death, and I don't think they're going to do anything to me. But strangers that I don't know, I try to keep my distance. But yeah, there are some women that go around and end up hating men, just like men will go hating women because a few girlfriends cheated on them or lied to them or whatever. Then they go out the rest of their life just hating women and taking their anger out on women for the rest of the time because they've got these issues and this rage from being wronged in the past, and they take it on the next person. So that's a very common thing that people do after going through traumatic things.
Okay. I wasn't the one treating my ex-wives like shit. I was the one who was being treated like shit. Okay. And she's projecting her life, flipping it and twisting it and making it mine. Bitch, you were never with me. You don't know who I am. I'm not like every other fucking typical male. Okay. And if I was, I most certainly would be fucking broadcasting all over the fucking internet. So there's that.
Well, here's the one thing that, it's, and the only thing she can use is, whose narrative that she's pushing with that, did she even use the stupid words that I bullied somebody? Did she even use that nonsense? I bet she probably did.
She probably did. I don't recall. Jules, do you recall Kendra using the word buck? BCK? Did she ever say buck?
She holds grudges, but I don't understand is she doesn't.
Why do they care if she used the word buck? Am I missing something here? Who cares? I must be missing something. Why that?
I really don't know her. I never did a damn thing to her. And until tonight, have never said a word about her. And that's the truth. Show me otherwise. You can't do it because it's never. I mean, why would I have to have? I would never say.
The issue I think Kendra has with, again, she only responded to you guys months ago when y'all were going hardcore at Sophie, and her and Sophie were really close friends, and she had to hurt Sophie's back, so she came to Sophie's defense. Y'all have people going at us for y'all, to defend, and y'all went at me to defend this friend or that friend, and
say anything about her because there's no reason to. I don't know her. You know, like I've been in chats with her, but like I just don't understand it, man. She's a man hater. Like I guess she must be, but
She's a
push
man
that
hater,
narrative, and I'm gonna go there again. I played all the DMs and the little voice clips. Yes. Okay, first of all, everybody, if you don't know me by now, you're never going to know me. I'm a very accessible person. I talk loud. I'm very emotional when I'm passionate about something, and that's the Sicilian coming out of me. Okay? If you talk to me on the phone on a regular basis, you'll know. Drazo knows. You know,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
So when I'm...
Sometimes I can't get a word in.
Right. But I get loud. I get loud. Doesn't mean I'm yelling at you. And
I call BS because Johnny Mac didn't get like that until he was like, "Hey, Sam Brown, long time no see." Johnny Mac, you never showed that side of yourself until you were mad I was in John's without apologizing to you first. So, yeah, I don't really think you can say that it's just because you're Sicilian, because you didn't show that energy before that. Nothing wrong with the woman being able to pleasure herself, Drazo. Is Sweaty still around? Not really. Someone did some really foul. Hey, Adam, good morning. Someone did some really foul shit to her that affected her being able to get treatment for her health condition. And she was not in good shape last we talked. So I don't know how she's doing, but someone really crossed some lines. I think a lot of men think they have a magic stick between their legs, Cindy, when most don't know the first thing about female anatomy. Well, most guys don't pay attention to it. Like, they don't pay attention to what women enjoy. Haven't they been acting as far superior for everyone else because they aren't in the drama? Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Everyone holds grudges. Get the F out of here. I know. I don't know. Johnny, like I said, Johnny Mac, you and Drazo both showed horrible behavior and called me all sorts of names because you felt slighted that I talked to someone you didn't like. That's insanity.
it means I'm passionate about what we're talking about. See, Sophie knows that. Sophie's aware of that. You know how many times we had conversations, back and forth clips, and spoken about emotional topics? She knows that that's how I get about things. She knows that was no buck at her or attack. I mean, what did I say? I sure hope you see it my way. That's what I said. I didn't say, you better see it my way. You better do this. Blah, blah, blah. I wasn't like that. You know, that's not how it was.
Yeah, but when Sophie said you went too far on Siwa and she didn't agree with it, you wanted her out, and she got kicked out of the group chat. And then y'all started doing streams going at her. So to sit here saying you didn't really do anything and she don't have to agree, well, then why did you go so hard at her when she didn't agree with you? Yes, someone from online. He did, Sophie. He did it multiple times, and Drazo did it multiple times too. He told to Sweaty what happened is someone called is it AIG? It's about the investigator, attorney investigators. Well, I don't know what it's called, but it's called the AIG, I think, or OIG, Office of Investigative General. Fuck if I don't know, something like that. And I just cuss again, dadgummit. Again, I got my membership, so I don't worry about that too much. Someone reported her to the office in her area to get investigated, telling them that she was making all this money and not claiming it and whatnot, and telling them about her stuff, helping people online, to where she lost her insurance. And if you don't know this about Sweaty, she has a very, very serious, life-threatening health issues where she needs her medication and her doctor's visits. And now she can't see the doctor, and she can't afford her medicine, and she don't know what the heck she's going to do. All because someone from YouTube decided to report her and dig into her stuff because they didn't like she was giving money to other people, or they were accusing her of sending money to me or whoever else when she hasn't sent money in how long, because I don't want her to. I told her a year ago, don't help anyone out like that anymore. But they all just assumed that she was doing all this, that they ended up reporting her, and it in fact affected her where she lost her insurance and she can't afford her medicine anymore. Not that they care or they feel bad for her, but yes, that is what happened to Sweaty. And we have a pretty good idea who did it, but without solid proof, I won't put it out there. But it's definitely no one from this side. It is, y'all. Sweaty really, really goes through hell with her health. And even with the medicine, her life-saving medicine, she still was miserable and barely getting by, surviving. So, oh my God, like I hope now I'm getting worried. Now someone needs to try to get a hold of her, because God forbid we have another situation. I'm not even going to do that, but someone please get a hold of her and see if she's okay. Reach out to her and just say, I just want to check on you. Are you okay? Because now now thinking about it, like she might not be good. I mean, clearly she's not great, but I just want to, now I'm really starting to get worried. No, he never. Well, oh, actually, he did. Yes, he came up and said he apologized for hurting my feelings. He never intended that stream to happen like that. He didn't know it was going to be a bashing stream, and he apologizes that he wasn't being a good friend to me. And then he later started going with whatever Jules was accusing me of. You have to be a special kind of evil. I mean, we all know this about Sweaty, that she has very serious health issues, and how sick she's been the whole time we've known her. So, yeah, you have to be pretty evil to want to take away her chance to get medicine, which, by the way, she could fix it, but you can't fix it that quick. It's going to take her a long time to appeal and to get everything going back on. And she don't have time like that to waste between getting her medication. So I'm pretty pissed off about it. But now I'm really worried that no one's seen her. Now I'm freaking out. Hope Westies is all right after Deadly doxed him yesterday. God, what is with the doxing? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? That happened before? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Shauna. That is great news. So Shauna said she saw her the other day. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah, Lord. But yeah, if y'all see Sweaty, that's what she's been going through. Oh, that's great news. Thank you, Angela, for sharing that. Okay. Thank you. That's great news. I appreciate that, guys. Apparently, Westy's got doxed by Deadly. And I did hear that Deadly was blaming Sophie for Westy's, or was it JJ? I think he was blaming Sophie and JJ that Westy was no longer around. But pretty much all I saw everybody do was just say, hey, Westies, no one hates you. Everybody wants you to stick around. Everybody wants you to be good. I don't know how that really forces someone to leave someone else's side, but whatever fits that narrative of yours. People have been horrible to Sweaty over the years. Absolutely horrible. This was years ago when she first ran a MobTube. That's crazy. I don't even know why people would want to go that route. And he could have, Sophie. He definitely could have. Which people like, he had to run over to see was to kiss her butt. No, he didn't. He did not at all. Talk about Deadly, that is. They guessed what he held because they thought she was me, even after it was debunked. I know. I mean, she had to come up here and prove, and you had to come up here, and they were posting pictures of her when she was really sick to force her, to punish her for being broke nose when she's not broke nose, and not even caring the effects that could have had on that lady. You said it. I haven't even spoke to Westies really, but I know in Sophie's, and I mean, we all kind of like, we hope he's doing okay. I mean, nobody wants, none of us think Westies is evil. I mean, we've been disappointed in the stuff he's been around and, co-signed or participated in, of course, but you could tell Westies is not just an evil person that is heartless and doesn't care about anybody and it's just out to wreck lives. That's just, I've never gotten that energy from Westies. But should he spoke it up a lot more? Yes. But at the same time, we've all been caught up in the hate where we do things we wouldn't normally do.
was. You know,
and I read those text messages, and I know that's not what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I was emotional. I was upset because when you are talking,
excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Those were voice messages. I heard your tone, and that's what your tone was. And she's taking and twisting it to fit a fucking narrative for herself because she's a piece of shit.
And she knows what
Are we really still calling
my
Sophie
family's been
names?
through with the attacks, right? So, you know, when I'm trying to I'm pleading my case to her because for some reason it seemed to me like my pleas and I was like, it was falling on deaf ears. Like no matter what I would say, like she just didn't seem to give a shit. I couldn't understand why a friend would be treating me that way, or just, you know what I mean? It was really odd. It didn't make sense to me. But as I found,
That's funny. You saying how a friend should treat a friend when you were absolutely horrific to me and I was a friend. I heard Deadly was shit talking my husband last night. Funny, he knows something about my husband. Well, Jules was talking about your husband, saying, "Hey, Sophie, why don't we talk about your husband's record? You will do that. Why don't we talk about who cares about GW? Let's talk about what he's been arrested for, Sophie." So I heard her, but I don't really watch Deadly anymore. I just can't get behind it. And by the way, he has that stream up still doxing the F out of me. So I guess I'll go back to reporting it until it gets taken down. But I don't even know why I have to. I never doxed Deadly, ever. I've not doxed anything about him. Nothing. So I still don't understand it, but whatever.
found out she was never my friend, and she made pretty freaking clear right away. And so I went on about my business, and she kept on about me. But not for nothing, but did I message a few people and gripe about the whole situation? Yes, all those people in every correspondence, I said I would never ask you to pick a side, and I'm not the type of person. I just don't understand why it has to be this way, and I am not going to engage.
Didn't he actually make people pick sides though? If you're okay with Sophie and Stewa, stay out of my chat. I don't want nothing to do with you. Didn't he actually make people pick sides? Didn't John say that he was getting bombarded with messages from Johnny Mac and Jules to pick a side? Just that's what I remember.
Engage and do this A, B, and C. That was like kind of the extent of my message. If you want to call that swaying somebody, you can call it that. Even though I said I do not want to make anybody choose. That's not my mission here. Obviously, she did want people to choose, but that was only a handful of people. And about 75% of those people since then have come to me and profusely apologized and said, you know what, even though Drazo showed the proof and, we heard what you said, we still wanted to like give Sophie a chance because we liked her and we wanted to be friends with her, but those people were told, all right, see ya, bye-bye. That's how much.
I don't think that's fair at all. A lot of people were disgusted and upset with your streams that you did, Johnny Mac, on Deadlies. You were out of control. So to put all the blame on Sophie for people, I don't. That's crazy. You're really that's stretching it. That's stretching it. A lot of people were disgusted and mad over your behavior. Well, and she doubled down. Like I said, last night she was doubling down and just going too hardcore on Kendra and saying she's going to cover everything Kendra says until she learns to take accountability. So until she meets Joel's standards of taking accountability. Right. Oh, and then Joel said, your husband's fair game, Sophie, because he makes comments about this shit. So he's fair game. Ooh. No, you didn't. Yeah, the group chat is like the last thing we really care about. Like y'all were the only ones that cared about the group chat because y'all were trying to frame Geneva and Sophie for taking screenshots and giving them to me when neither one of them had done that. That's the only reason the group chat's even a conversation. No one really cares about that. It was everything else that people had the issue with. That will never happen. I will never apologize to him that he spoke about Sue and Sophie. It's a hell no forever. Yeah, but in which I appreciate. And I think a lot of people, even people who didn't like me, like so I got so many emails of people saying, I've never seen eye to eye with you. Me and you are not friends. We don't like each other clearly, but the way you're being treated by Jules and Johnny Mac is disgusting, and you don't deserve that. A lot of people, I mean, people that have been going at me hardcore for years messaged me to say how disgusted they were with the treatment I was being given for just having a conversation with SoFlo. You know, so I don't really believe, you know, what's being said at the moment. Hey, Julie, how are you? Good morning. No one deserves to be targeted. Kendra worried me, and I would never want to contribute to possibly pushing over the edge, which is, like I said, why I was kind of disgusted with Jules last night. She was listening and even knowing these things about how Kendra's night ended on Sunday, to say again last night that no one likes you, Kendra, no one cares about you, Kendra. Why would you even want to say that when Kendra already is down on herself? She was saying last night, I'm a loser. Who would want to date me? I mean, of course I don't date anyone. Who would want to date me? I'm a loser. Look at me. I have nothing to offer. Like, she was already so hard on herself. And then Jules hears that and doubles down and says, yeah, no one likes you. No one cares about you. Why would you want to make her think that? Why would you want to plant that seed? I said it last night, and Geneva said it last night, in the chat said it last night. If she was listening, don't listen to that shit. That is not true. That is not true whatsoever, that no one cares about her, no one likes her. That was bullshit. And that was mean to say. That was mean-spirited. And that was from someone who was talked shit about and someone who did feel like I was being effed over. She does not deserve that. That was not cool. And Jules, that wouldn't be cool if someone said that about you either. And trust, a lot more people dislike you than they do Kendra. Okay? Okay. But no one would sit there and say some shit like that when you were making threats to harm yourself merely 24 hours before that. I honestly think that was the most scared I have ever been for anybody on YouTube of doing something to themselves. The most scared I've ever been. So yeah, that shit's, dang it, that's very serious. I know, Adam, and again, you always come in the chat with sunshine and rainbows, and I appreciate everything.
How much their friendship meant to her. Bye-bye. See you later. Okay. Bye-bye. You know, just all sarcastically and condescendingly to people that are supposed to be friends. And she just takes a giant shit on the top of their head on the way out the door. You know, who does that? Not people that I consider friends. I could never do that.
Like you did to me. I was your friend, Johnny Mac. I was your friend before you did that in a very public way 3 times that day in a row. Again, on my daughter's birthday, and then you were making fun of me that I was crying upset because all my friends were attacking me when I had done anything to them. Not intentionally. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I wasn't trying to fuck my friends over at all. But you absolutely. And then even when I was being respectful of John and tried to be in chat and not address you, I blocked you and ignored you as requested because I didn't want to bring drama to John's chat. You thought I didn't have a right to be in chat without apologizing to you. So then you went live again and then just went even harder at me. Messed up. That is messed up for sure. So who are you to say anything about Sophie? She had a lot to say to Kendra about her parenting and what's good or not for her daughters. No experience, education, mentioned that. Yeah, one of the streams I was watching, like I was cruising for clips last night about Jules for one situation. And she was talking about what kind of mother, how are you a mother, but you want to be on YouTube? That's your fault. You're putting them all at risk. What kind of person are you? What kind of mother are you? Okay, well, what kind of daughter are you? What kind of sister are you? What kind of friend are you? And what kind of girlfriend are you? And how dare you putting everybody at risk around you because people don't know how to learn boundaries. So it's your fault that people want to cross boundaries that you put up and go dive into stuff that you don't share on YouTube because they feel like they have a right to every instance in your life, so they have to dissect it and make fun of it. So, but that's your fault. You have to live in a shell because other people can't control themselves. Ugh. She has every judgment for everyone in the world. Like I said, her sprinkling in these little compliments of see what, like she's trying to kiss, not really kiss me and Geneva's ass and Cindy and JJ's, but she's using little tiny instances to sit there and make more digs at Sophie about and try to make it look like she's the better person because I wouldn't do that. Sophie, why would you do that? You're a bad friend. And just stop trying to say, well, even though I don't like Geneva, but Geneva would never do that. Even though I don't like Siwa, but Siwa wouldn't do that. And then she goes right back to talking smack again. I see right through it. I see right through it. And a lot of us do. You're S-ing on me anyway, so why not put a steaming pile of S on my way out? Right? Where was that at? I mean, I haven't seen most of everything, but I don't know where that was at. I mean, I didn't catch myself.
Do that to people like that. So I couldn't understand how she was turning off a friendship, like at the drop of a dime, and was so cold. I do understand that now. I've seen
Again,
to repeat that
that's
process
what you
several
do.
times since I've went my separate way. Should I be in here weighing in on this? Probably not. But you know what?
So Sherry says, Sophie, I'm to someone responding about you, Sophie. I'm tired of it also. Sophie came into a chat I was in a couple days ago spreading lies, and I couldn't keep quiet any longer. Several of her told her to stop and show the proof. I'm so tired of it. Huh? Spreading lies, and I couldn't keep quiet any longer. Several people told her to stop and show the proof. Don't know what you're referring to, Sharon.
Tired of seeing people, my friends in the hive. Yes, I consider them friends because I've had nothing but support from a lot of people for my content. Without having to request that. That's the thing. You should never these people have stepped up and just given me genuine friendship. And you find out who actually is your friend when you leave and you start doing content and you no longer are a show of drama where you get nothing but a room full of fucking rubberneckers.
What's funny about that? Jocelyn says the same thing. You find out who your real friends are when you decide you're not going to put up with this or this. Like I said, he threw me to the side for Jules because Jules put it in his head that I was messing with her in chat. Didn't know she was there. I had been a friend to him for 2 years. I was in anytime I was awake, I was in his morning streams. When he talked about anything, I would be in those streams. I would show support. That wasn't new to me to be in there. Jules being in there was something new. She was new to Drazo's channel and had only been going over there because things started going south between us. She hadn't been over there consistently when she decided to plant that seed in his head that I was effing him over by taking supposed digs at her. I did nothing wrong, and y'all just went on the warpath with me. Drazo especially. Johnny Mac, we weren't even close like that. He's like, we were friends. To some extent. I mean, it was completely like there was nothing depth. There's no depth to the friend, but I still consider him a friend to a certain extent. And so he still left me over. But Drazo, I talked very privately about. We shared a lot of things. We talked about a lot of things with his mother, especially. There was a bond there, and it got severed with Joel's going live and accusing me of messing with her in a chat that she can't see me in. That's insanity. That's what the hell happened to J-Mac? Truly, I'm not expecting an explanation. In what regards to J-Mac? Him being like this, acting like this, being petty, acting like that? Yeah, rubber. It means, Stevie Lee, it's a term. I don't know if you live in the U.S., but rubberneckers means someone who only wants to watch for a train wreck. They only want to watch for the drama. Like, they don't care because they actually invested. They're not watching because they invested, actually care about what's going on. They just want to see things go bad. That's what it means. It mainly refers to people driving down the highway and seeing a wreck and slowing down to make sure they get a really good glance at it and like holding up traffic to be nosy. But he's referring it to the YouTube world, of course, so it means something different. But John's life doxed me. He was shitting on JJ. Oh my, I didn't know that. Told me nobody but me was supporting him with his content. And you were there consistently too. I mean, we all got thrown to the side because she made them believe these things. If you could be a little more specific and not about what you're referring to with Johnny, like about what's wrong with him, I can fill you in as best as I can.
No, sorry, but I took over the panel.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Listen, you know, you just like everybody else has a right to speak up and say how you fucking feel, because this shit is bullshit.
Well, y'all wouldn't even be doing a stream if Jules hadn't made you think that Kendra's stream going at y'all was a few days ago, and it was months ago. I mean, y'all played right into it, honestly. So Kendra has a right to respond now because y'all are just going off on her from months ago. She ain't even been talking about you guys.
It's nonsense, and
It's just not truthful.
Honestly, it was nothing but a bunch of despicable lies. You know,
and that's the problem. That's the thing that you know shouldn't be going on. You know, don't talk about having some type of like credibility or some type of I don't know. It's lies. No matter how you want to cut it, they're fucking lies. Okay, so you don't have a leg to stand on. You can't just rewrite. Look, people on YouTube, they have a short memory. They do. YouTube, as in general, has a short memory. That doesn't mean everybody has a short memory. You know, there are people that remember what went on last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago, even several years ago. You know, but she's banking on pushing lies and people not knowing or not giving a shit what happened.
Sharon says, just Jules, yes, she needs to stop. I normally stay quiet, but no longer. She wrote lies. Wait, it's wrote lies about people. I think she meant she wrote lies about people. So of course Jules is in the chat just stirring it up and stirring it up and stirring it up and stirring it up. Go ahead, Sophie. And all she has to say is, guys, that stream that Kendra did was months ago. Or Sophie hasn't even talked about you guys, but no, let's not do that.
What really happened, and just pushing bullshit lies and rewriting history to suit your narrative. Sorry, but that's not the way it works in the real world. Only on YouTube. And the people that do that shit don't last very long, man, because their credibility gets shot real quick. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
She lied more than once.
Yep. And she's got everybody else in her believing the lies and going along with it, you know. And then you got the simp Kendra going around, getting drunk and doing lives and spewing lies on everybody.
It's funny because we kind of got the rest of that, like, toxic, dysfunctional behavior. All the people that were lingering that probably still had some of those qualities that were kind of like reckless in our circle are kind of gone now. You know what I mean? All of them now.
Y'all are so freaking lost. Hey, good morning, Reagan. Y'all are so lost that you think y'all got rid of the toxic people. No, you got rid of the people who would have done anything for you. You got rid of the people that were going to be there and show you support and be there consistently, not because you were going after the people they didn't like. You kept the toxic. Like I said, Jules flat out lied to you, saying I tried to go at her in your chat. That was a complete lie, and you fell for it as hard as you possibly could. And I got the net stream for it, which again, thank you for the clip. It was worth it. I appreciate that. But all the other shit you said and having your missus get in and say, fuck you, Siwa Moon, and Siwa Moon the gaslighter, and what all the other crap you said was for no reason. Hold on a second. Why? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I mean, honestly, for anybody to think that Jules is not toxic out of the group, Jaws, again, ask yourself, do you think she would sit there and be showing up if you weren't talking shit about everybody? Does she show up at all the streams you do? Does she show up in your morning streams? Is she leaving comments after your streams, watching the replay of what you do to show you support, hitting the like button, shouting out the channel, send people? Is she doing all that? Does she actually care about you and ask how your day is? Or is it only about you? Do you see what Sophie said? Did you see what Stewart said? Did you see what Kendra said? And is that, I mean, honestly. In a chat this morning, or it was a chat that you saw it this morning? Adam, of course not, hon. Of course not. I think the whole community can agree that you're, like I said, Saint Adam. Oh, in another community. Yeah, they were talking about you being with the other groups and you can't talk about anything that Jules does involving other groups, and it's your fault that Johnny Mac is here, and it's your fault that MobTube is here, and it's your fault that the Workyverse people are now over here because she only talked to Mustard, but you brought in everybody else and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, we don't have that no more.
Not our doing, though. It's because, and that's the thing. Nobody over here is ever out to shame anybody. We all realize we're all humans, problems, and we've all tried to be supportive of, without naming certain people. We've all gone.
Didn't they just shame like
above
5
and beyond
different
for
people?
at least a handful of people we can rattle off right at the top of our heads right now. That's just the way we operate, man. On the other side of the coin, you got people that'll look for your flaws to try to hurt you and exploit that. Where people try to help.
Oh my God. Do they not listen to anything Jules says? Do they not listen to anything she says in her streams? Are they seriously trying to act like they're out here just doing charity work all the time? And nobody picks up. Again, did you not watch Jules cover the stream of Kendra losing her crap and then saying how no one cares about her, knowing she's already in a bad headspace, and talking all sorts of crap about everything private, and how much has she shamed Sophie with the animals, and how much has she talked crap about me with my child? And I mean, shaming is her forte, man. Shaming, being judgmental, giving rules, trying to control people. That's her jam. Yeah, it always breaks up. I don't know why my internet breaks up so bad. It sucks. I can't fix it. But okay, hold on. Is it like really, really bad where I need to leave the studio and come back? Because I am sharing a screen, so it might be doing that.
Help you over here, man. But after a while, they burn their own bridges.
Yeah.
That's their own doing.
You know what she's doing now, Johnny? Sophie's going into the Workyverse community and trying to make a stance over there and trying to get guys to back her up from there.
More people that don't know what the hell is going on. Okay,
Nope.
whatever. She likes the drama. Okay. When I met her, Terry. So what happened was Terry Tom introduced me to her. She introduced me to everybody else. So we were supposed to do content, which she never did one speck of. It was all me.
Right.
That was the big deal. Why she didn't want to do no more shows.
I kind of remember it differently. I kind of remember, again, for me, it's a buffering. Okay, I'll exit the studio and come back real quick in just a minute. What I remember finding out about Johnny Mac is he did a stream. He set up a stream, and it had Momo, her head on his snail, as the thumbnail. Is this a breakout and play video? It's only when I talk. It just happens when I share screens. It kind of sucks. Hold on, let me do something else. Hold on. But that's how I came to know who Johnny Mac was, and most of us ran over there when we saw that he was going to be addressing Momo. And it said, "Let's talk about Momo," or some crap like that, addressing Momo's lies, something to that effect. That's how most of us ended up over there. So I had nothing to do with Sophie. I don't know why they're all putting the blame on Sophie. Terry Time flat out says all the time that that everybody mixed up. If I remember correctly, those dudes from the mob tore him up daily. These women backed him. Am I wrong? So confused. You're not wrong. They did tear him up all the time, and then he got in our community and started fighting everybody battles. So he made a lot of enemies, he made a lot of friends, and then months later switched all of them around. And then, I mean, it's just been repeating since then. And then he just quit after the whole blow up happened and just strictly just started doing paranormal. But here he is. He's been in chats running his mouth, and now he's on draws running his mouth. And okay, y'all give me 1 second. I'll leave and come right back to see if it fixes it, because I don't want y'all to have a bad experience. So 1 second. Like I said, just stay. The screen's gonna go blank, but I'll be right back. Okay, if it start messing up again, let me know. It's not Sophie, it's Siwa. They just need if it's not Sophie, it's Siwa. They just need to moan about something, get a life. Like they wouldn't even be complaining right now. Again, if Jules had not made them think Kendra stream was recent. Well, that's what Jules said is you brought Johnny Mac to fight your battles. My introduction was when he did that thing about Momo, and because it was a thumbnail that got a lot of attention. But once a few found out, everybody started talking about it, and everybody was running over there. I mean, his first stream, he barely had subscribers until he started getting in the women's community and going and fighting battles. And then all of a sudden, his channel blew up, and his channel grew fast. He got monetized from joining our community and fighting against the women. Seriously, his channel, I think, tripled since he joined our community. She's mentioned my kids a few times, mainly my son, in that situation. But like I said, I was going through a stream or found a stream earlier where she was talking about what kind of mother are you, and it's your fault that people go at your kids, and you open them up to that, and stop. Just stop. It's not my fault people don't know how to control themselves. So to put that on anyone else's bullshit, that'd be like, oh, well, who cares what Pam B did to you putting those flyers up? It's your fault. You opened yourself up to it. No, that is not your fault. That is her fault. She made that decision to do that. And she don't have a right to do that just because you're on the internet. So that whole reason is BS. Okay, again, let me know if that sounds better, guys. If it messes up, I'm sorry. Let me know and I'll fix it again.
Goes to do no more content because I couldn't bring myself from the drama. She said I was too mixed up in the drama. I couldn't pull myself away, even though I'm the one who did every single clip we ever did. I did all of it. She did none of it.
Right.
But so I can see like that's what she wants. She's monetized now, and she goes on and bats her eyes and tries to act innocent and cute and whatever the fuck else she's after that day. And that's what she does.
Respectfully, Sophie doesn't try that cute. Sophie she's been fighting back. She's not been cutesy and demure. Like, no, Sophie's been fighting back with a vengeance because she got fed up. So no, I don't know about you guys, but I don't sit there and watch Sophie like, oh, she's so innocent. She does nothing wrong. She's such a saint. Now, Adam's a saint, but she's such a saint. She does nothing wrong. No, Momo has asked him to fight. She has gone to people to fight battles, and I have proof of her saying, "I'm going to get Self-Flow to do this. I'm going to get Chicago Muscle to do this." But yeah, most people did it. But Jules, to sit there and accuse Sophie of having people fight your battles, girl, that's all you did with Self-Flow. That's literally what you did with Self-Flow. Random to fight your battles. Oh, see, I always thought that, Sophie. I always thought that. No, she actually, the posters did actually happen. Because the reason we know is because Bambi streamed it of going down there and posting it and took a screenshot and posted proof. And yeah, so it actually did happen.
She does. She's in it for the drama.
Shows a little cleavage.
Yeah, I mean, what
the hell? If you're big chested, sometimes cleavage just happens and we can't control it. What? We have to be in turtlenecks? No, God Almighty. It'd be like she's not pulling her shirt down to show people her cleavage. Okay, that's a fucked up thing to even say. God, men just won't understand. Like I said, if you're big chested, sometimes we don't get a choice on whether we have cleavage or not.
Let's just keep it real. That's what it is.
Lord,
that's what it is. I mean, okay.
I mean, how many times she went live from the car and she went live directly from YouTube and didn't use StreamYard or Restream, and she got all these new people coming in. Hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and she squeezed herself together like.
Oh, I know. And you know what? I get it. Fine.
He just said she squeezed herself together, as in to force her chest together to get subscribers. Where did this happen? Sophie, I didn't know you were such a hussy. What? Not for 1 second have I ever seen Sophie do that. Why is that even being said? Honestly. And again, you're just trying to sexualize her. Don't do that. That's the last thing any of us need in our community. But he said he did all that. He's taking all the credit for all the clips. Lord, that's funny. Adam, again, you're a saint, and we need to start a petition to make you one permanently. My goodness, girl, you just got them. If they have all this dislike, why do they watch it all? Like, I've been strongly disliked Drazo. I actually still really care about him and miss the friendship. I won't repeat that. I won't go back to the again, so I'm not going to let anybody talk to me like he did. But if I hated them that much, why are we watching? But y'all watching, y'all know she doesn't make y'all her content. That's what I don't get. Y'all act like she talks about you all the time. I guess they were looking, huh? Squeezed herself together to get subscribers. Never seen that happen, you guys. You're tig-o bitties. Don't use them for subscribers, guys. PSA from Johnny Macadrazo.
That's what you're going to do to build your channel. Fine, but don't act like you're not doing it.
Right.
There ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying anything wrong with that.
Y'all are so out of control. Y'all are so out of control with the accusation.
There's millions and millions of people that build their channels every day by doing those things. You know, who am I to say that that's the wrong way to do it? It's not my business. But don't, you know, but
you just said it. Who am I to say it's wrong to do that? Y'all just got fucked. You just said how wrong it is and how, like, oh, yes, let me drop the link. Hey, Wildflower, how are you? Good morning, good morning. We're just commentating, hanging out, catching up. Same, Blitz Chris. I don't even remember the last time she spoke on them. But here they go. I mean, honestly, of course, Johnny Mac comes up when he knows Sophie's going to be a topic. Lord. Look at all the love in the chat for Wildflower. While I wait for Sophie, I'm going to play some more.
oh, but you're out. Don't pretend that you're not doing it because you are. To say that that's the wrong way to do it. It's not my business. But don't, you know, but you're out here. Don't pretend that you're not doing it because you are. You know.
Exactly.
What I can't stand is people that they act like they're better than the next person, and I never did that. I never did that.
That's a clue on what you should pay attention to, sir. That is literally all she does.
Good morning.
Morning.
I couldn't stay in chat anymore and just keep typing. I'm so.
Well, before you get started, I'm going to request to keep your cleavage to yourself, and please not use your chi-chis to get subscribers to my crew.
You don't want
ladies
new
in the chat, control
subscribers?
yourself. You
Oh
hussy.
my god. Oh my god. Okay, I need to say a few things before you continue. So Johnny Mac would send me, he would literally sit on his couch and watch these paranormal videos and record them with his phone. And it would be like shaky, and sometimes it would be like half of his TV, and so it was just a mess. So he would send me these recordings so I can put them together and I can edit everything and try and make it nice for people to look at. He did not do everything by himself. I mean, I wish I would have been the one watching TV and recording with my phone. That's a lot easier than editing and putting all this crap together, right? Um,
Right. Editing is not, it takes time, y'all. It takes a lot of time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And what else? What else? Oh, me and him did get into it because number one, I never asked him to go after Maria. Number two, I've never asked any man, any woman, I've never asked anybody to take up for me. I don't need people to take up for me. I don't. Um, I'm not, and I've only been like into this Workiverse community. I've only been into like, I don't know, 2 chats, and I made like, I don't know, not even a handful of comments the whole live. Like, I'm not one that wants to be like seen and noticed and pointed out. And I've never talked to any of these people behind the scenes. Like, I don't, I'm not there for people to get recruit people, like you said, to take up for me. Like, that's not a thing. Did you really
Well,
need to
even
stop
about
this
the
recruiting?
Workiverse, you wouldn't. Would you have? I don't even think you would have gone over there at all if it had not been for the introduction of Mustard and Square. Like, I don't even
No,
think
no,
you.
yeah, that's it. That's it. No, no, I would have never went over there. I wouldn't have. And Mustard Squirrel and these other people came in my chat last week, and anybody can come in my chat as long as you're nice and respectful to everybody that's there. You're welcome. If not, you're getting fucking blocked. Sorry, you're freaking blocked.
I've
Um,
already gone past the point of demonetization.
freaking blocked. And that's no, I didn't go seek these people out. Me recording in my car, I'm usually, when I record from my car, go live from my car, I'm usually driving and the camera is pointed towards the road. Number two, I'm not one to purposely show cleavage. Like, that's just not me.
That's it,
So
guys will never
no,
understand the struggle of big chested girls and how
no,
hard it is to
never.
find something that doesn't present yourself with cleavage when you're big titty. Sorry.
Exactly. You're right. You're right. You're exactly right. And I have lost some weight, and my chest has gone down some, but it's like crap, man. I'm still a D cup over here, even with them deflated a little bit. Like, you can't help but cleavage to show. Like you said, am I supposed to wear a turtleneck around here? Like, come
That's what
on.
they seem to think. Funny though, they didn't have all that to say or have any issue with anything you were until now they want to have an issue with
Now.
you and go at you. So now all of a sudden you're too risque, you're too loose on
Hmm.
YouTube, and like the first, like I said, like someone said, don't you dare show a shoulder. How many times do people
Right.
talk about, oh, she's trying to seduce everyone by showing her shoulders?
It's
It's a
crazy.
shoulder. If you're getting off
It's
the shoulders,
crazy.
you need to go get treatment.
Exactly. Exactly what I say too. Wear a
Like,
turtleneck in the summer, that's what you need to do, right? Never seen people make such a big deal out of
oh,
strapless sundresses as they did this day Sophie wore it. Because I look like the stalker said, I look like a snack that day. So that's why they're so upset about me wearing that tube top dress. And let me tell you what, the only skin that you could see that day was from that tube top up. Like, that's, and because it was like it was dragging the floor, like it was super long. Like, that's the only thing you can see was my chest and my freaking arms. And people went crazy.
good.
Hey,
Have a good day, Adam. We appreciate you. Well, like
Adam. Have a
even
good
the
day.
people complaining, and like Sam, I have the pictures of Lynn going on panel and pulling up 5 or 6 pictures of her in see-through lingerie, like
Oh
from
God.
head to toe. You see well, you don't see her areolas or anything she has with pasties, but
Mia.
you
No,
the
no.
it's see-through, and it. I mean, do we forget these women going around and making their profile pictures, their chest, like their cleavage? None of those men had an issue with it then. They all loved it when that was going on. It was Titty Lynn, Prayer Jar,
Oh yeah.
like
It was all fine then, but me, not purposely showing chest, I need to be banned from the community. But you're right. They need to think things about Sophie in any way that they can. It's craziness, right, JJ? Yeah, yeah. And they're
Like I
doing
said, I
this
didn't
to
know
try
you.
and get these new people to not be friendly with me. And I'm not trying to It's just, it's crazy.
Well, I would say to have men on YouTube to make comments like that, maybe they're not aware, but you guys
Mm-hmm.
are trying to paint her in a light to make it look like she's loose or promiscuous
Mm-hmm.
or easy,
Mm-hmm.
and that is
Mm-hmm.
a dangerous game to play with us. Like, not
Yeah.
that we'll do anything, but you're put us. You can make targets for us saying some crap like that, to where men might go in there, or women. I mean, doesn't matter, but might go in and be like, "Oh, I heard she wants to show. She likes to show her tits. Let's go over there and
Right.
look at
Yeah.
it." And the next thing they're doing is looking at her chest and thinking sexual things about it, because y'all are putting in their heads that that's what she's after. Like, that's something she's okay with, and that's what she's cool, what she's trying to do. Don't do
Yeah.
some shit like that. That is not funny.
No, it's not. It's
It's
not.
dangerous.
And I want to bring up another thing before I forget. Johnny Mac was talking about, I didn't want to do any more content until he was done fighting with people. That's 100% true. I did say that because I was so sick and I was so tired of all of it, from our side, from MobTube. It was just like every which way somebody was, coming at him, but also coming at me because I was right there with him, even though I wasn't saying
Oh
anything.
yeah, I mean, the biggest rumor, complete fabricated rumor in our
Yeah,
community, was about you, because you stayed
yeah,
by his side and stayed his friend, even though those allegations. And everybody's like, "Well, why is
yeah,
she still cool with them?" Everybody's like, they're accusing her of this, this, is this. Why is she still hanging out with them? They must have really done something. No, you were just trying to be a friend, and you weren't taking
yeah.
out on him. That people are going, making these using you to go at him.
Hmm.
And Chicago has said it 1,000 times. Again, I don't know if it's true or not, but he said the reason the whole thing got started is because Johnny, the one that told the men that y'all were doing things.
No, no, no. I don't know if he said that, but how it got started is from Britters. Me and Britters, March of last year, got into it like bad. And she made up that rumor and started saying it on every live that she went on because she was mad at me. I seen it for myself. I seen it with my own eyes. That's when it started. Now, again, I don't know what he has said to people behind the scenes, but that's how that rumor got started. So, but I also have heard Chicago Muscles say that me and Johnny Mac were backstage with him on StreamYard, and we both told him it was true, and that's like 100% a lie. So there you go. But I did tell him. Oh, oh, she left. Hello, it's the Sophie Show. Ha 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 ha. But no, we did get into an argument, and I did tell him that I don't want to do any more content until why can't you just stop fighting with people, you know? And like I said, we got into it because has to get the last word, has to get the last word, and he would not stop fighting with these people. And then it was like, that's around the time that Jen started, he started talking to Jen, and you guys know that whole story. And I just told him I'm done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. And I just split off our friendship. But yeah, like this stuff that I'm hearing right now is blowing my mind. And I didn't want to have too much Spider Girl energy in the chat, speaking with all caps. So I just asked to come up on panel. And I can't do anything up here, guys, but talk to you guys. I don't have control of anything. Where's Siwa? I hope her internet didn't completely shit on her because, I can't do anything up here by myself. Thanks to Jules, we can't get rid of these creeps while she's actively is trying to bring in more. Not Sophie. No, it's not me. It's not me. A lot of these guys have said that, Jules is no different from Bambi, and they want nothing to do with her. Uh, I heard that. I don't know. It's been about a month ago now, maybe. Yeah, exactly, JJ, exactly. And that's why Jules thinks that my husband is now fair game because he's made a couple comments in the background. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, if you really want to do that, number one, my husband doesn't give a shit. Okay? My husband is a zero F's given kind of guy. And it's not going to hurt me either, because it's his past. Okay. He has done his time. He has paid his debt to society. We can't say the same about Glenwood, but my husband has paid his debt to society, and he is now a productive member of society. So give it your best shot, I guess. I don't know. Then Johnny Mac's wife deserves smoke, since she's always defending his disgusting behavior towards women. Sarah Q, you're right. You're right. And the same with Drazo's wife, right? They've both been in the background and on panel giving the smoke to people. So, I mean, I guess if that's how you want to go about it, that's how we can go about it. And like I said in the chat, if she really wants to say that my husband's fair game and start talking about my husband, the things that I have been given since, what's today? Wednesday? Since Monday night, when was that? It was Monday morning. Since Monday afternoon, okay, I have sent out messages to people saying, hey, I need you to, if you got this, I need you to dig and get it for me. And the things that I have been given about Jules over the past, 3 years that she's, 3, 4 years that this has been going on with her. Okay. But I'm not going to be labeled as a liar when nobody can produce one thing that I've lied about. You know, she said the same about Lily's husband and looked in his background. She did. She did. I was talking to Brooks Nose on the phone this morning, and we were actually, I brought Lily up, and she said, Lily, who's that? And I told her, and she's like, oh, yeah, what happened to her? I said, Jules. Jules. Jules is what happened. It will never end, but Jules doesn't care. She better not cry the next time someone talks about her family. Right, Sarah? Right. Right. Why is she so offensive or defensive of Glenwood? Why is that? Why? They're not together. Why does she care? Why? She's the one that brought all that stuff to the internet, right? I've never brought any of my husband's or any of my family's anything to the internet, right? If my husband heard these two dudes speaking just now, he'd be like, what the actual F is wrong with these dudes, right? Yeah. Sheila. Yeah, it's the same script for years now. She cares about Linwood because she's an obsessed ex like Muzz, creepy women obsessed with men who don't want them. Right, right. So yeah, I mean, I have, like I said on my live yesterday, I have the interview or the live that that Jules and Lily did together, the IG live. And I was also given the interview with Glenwood's sister and some other things that I'm not going to speak about right now. Seriously, there are certain things that should never be said on the internet, right? Brooks knows, right? And she wants to cross all of these lines with people, but whenever people cross lines with her, she freaks out and shuts down her IGs and shuts down her YouTube and leaves. Work is trying me today. I'm trying to be active and participate today, and work is causing me grief. No, girl, no. Guys, Brooks knows has had a lot going on lately, and her job is testing her, as you can see. So that's why she hasn't been around all that much lately. Something happened with her internet, Michelle. I knew something was going to happen because she kept There she is, because she's kept stuttering and
Hello?
stuff from her
Oh,
internet.
can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Dude, my internet went out. So I'm going
that's
to have
what
to
I
call
thought.
and find out what happened. It was glitching all morning, so it was messed up. But now I'm going to have to call and figure it out. But I mean, I'll cover the rest of it. Well, or are you going to go live and cover the rest of what they said, or cover Jules?
Not today, probably. I have a
Oh,
busy afternoon today, so it'll be tomorrow before I do anything.
all right. Are you going to be covering? Do you know if you're going to respond to the rest
Oh
of
yes, I'm
Jawzo?
responding. I'm
Okay.
going to respond to that. I'm going to respond to Jules. Yeah,
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 Jules been going.
because I you know, a little bit I took up for her a little bit yesterday with all of this stuff. If she was a CI, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't do it, but I wasn't put in her situation either. But, and saying, I don't want anybody to not be her friend because of it, and just stuff like that. And it's like, I was asked about these things, okay? I didn't just go into that chat the other day and that who was that in the chat, Jazzo's chat, talking about that, me going in chat and lying on Jules? No, no. I
Sharing
was
paradise.
asked. Yeah, okay. I was asked about that, okay? I was asked what was going on, what really happened. And I said what really happened. But, I guess the Hive members see Jules ratting on her boyfriend as a bad thing, and want to rewrite history as though it never happened, and Jules never spoke about this numerous times and all of that. And so they came at me, and I'm just like, I'm not fighting with anybody. I didn't go to that chat to fight with people. And that's what I said in the chat. Like, I'm not here to fight. Like, I'm here to chill and hang out and listen to the panel. But I was asked these questions, so I spoke about it. I'm not going to lie. Why would I lie?
I don't know. I did see a lot of people in your chat saying she never said she was the CI, which, I mean, at the end of the day, to
Like
me, it
what?
doesn't. That's not my beef with her. Is what that situation. It's everything else she's doing, of course. I mean, I
No,
do dislike
exactly. But
things.
me being called a liar for telling the truth about this stuff, like no. I'm not going to be called a liar. And like you're right, there's a lot of other bigger things that we can go at her for instead of this. You know?
I will say I don't really blame her for snitching, considering. But my only issue is how she just puts all the blame on the women. That's my only. That's always been my beef with her, and it's
Yeah,
just
it's
that.
their fault because they were the addicts. Yeah.
Anything
Bullshit.
else, it is what it is. But she definitely will. I mean, she's been making a lot of threats to go hard at you. Oh, and
And let her.
there was a really bad accusation. I don't know if you saw it, but account went
No,
in
I
there and
didn't
said
see it.
they went and Joel said account, I forget who said it. They're like, well, account went in Sophie's earlier with the swastika in it, and she asked them to go change it, and they came back with a picture of your dead mom with the clown wig on.
No, they
And so
didn't. It was not a picture of Jules's mother with a clown wig on. No, it wasn't. I don't remember what the picture was, but that wasn't it. Because we wouldn't have allowed that in there either.
we'll
No.
see. So she's like, oh, really, Sophie? So that's what she was like. Let's talk about your husband, and she kind of
Go
amped up a
for
little
it.
bit. And because they said that you saw the picture of her mom and said much better, and I'm like, that
No,
doesn't.
no,
I
no, no,
don't know.
no. It was not because Cindy even said something too to the person to change it and stuff. And we all seen the account come back and they apologized for coming in with the swastika. And we would not have allowed that picture either. That's
No,
her.
I know what account, the trash box account or whatever, because they tried to come in mine last night and it was a clown with a red wig on, white makeup, and I kicked them out. I booted them last night when they came in.
So I think
Because
it
the
was that.
picture of Jules's mom has a big red clown nose and a rainbow wig, clown wig.
I've seen that
That's what
picture
that
when Baby
picture
was
is.
little.
Yeah,
Well, no,
yeah.
these are two
That
different
is.
pictures. There is a picture with
Mhm.
her mom with the blonde wig, but the picture I saw that came in was, like I said, a picture with a red wig, and it was clearly a guy and had white face paint on, and that's not her mom.
Mhm.
But that
No,
account
it's
went,
not.
y'all knew all along it was her mom, and you said so how much better that picture was than the swastika, and how disgusting you. I mean, of course, she
Of
took it and
course
ran with
she's
it.
going to run with it. Of course she is. Because what would be the point to check it out for yourself, right? What would be the point of asking for proof, right? Because she doesn't like me anyway. So why ask for proof? And look what, yeah, it's still Feast Queen Cindy's. That would not be a thing. No,
And then
no.
she said,
No
because
matter
you're
how much
allowed,
I dislike her, no. Do what?
she said, if you were going to allow accounts like that, she'll allow accounts in there about you, which again,
Fine, fine. Allow whatever you want, Jules. Allow whatever you want. But first, you need to do your homework to see if these stock accounts are telling you the truth or not. So,
I was figuring that it was a lie, and they were, because like I said, I didn't watch it when it was.
yeah,
I didn't see
like,
it, but that didn't sound like something that your mods would be cool. You would be cool, let alone
no,
your mods. Because I know in
no.
my anytime those accounts come in like that, we block. Like we take them out. We don't put up with it. So
Right,
and you have the
right.
same mods I
So
have. So
I'm gonna have to go to my live from yesterday and screenshot that account and put it up on my community tab showing that it was not a picture of her mother.
yeah.
But why should I? Why should I even show the
Right,
proof?
you don't
You
owe
know?
her to do the work, but then again, she told that to like 150 people, and they're like, "Oh my God, how disgusting! I can't believe
Of
she would
course.
do that. Oh my God, Sophie's gotten so evil." So I mean, I would do it just for that, but
Wow.
nobody else. Oh yeah, I know. The counts
Wow.
go in a lot. We do have a lot of people that stir up the crap in our community, and I've been guilty of just running with it too in the past, and it always bites me in the butt anytime I don't check it out myself. So
That's
hopefully
crazy,
she's
Blister.
listening.
An account came into Jules's live with Kendra's full address, and Jules even pulled it up on the screen and said, "Oh my God, is this a dox?" And no one deleted it. How am I not surprised?
Well, Kendra put up an account on hers yesterday with my image calling me slurring queen. That was
I've
talking
seen that
crap.
account. Yeah, I've seen that account around.
I'm a privacy stalker. I'm not going to though, but Kendra, if you're watching, which I know you are, can you please just blur that out? And someone just sent me some money. Thank you. Blow my mind with it. Thank you. I don't want to shout at
Mhm.
who for these reasons, but
Right,
thank you
right.
very, very much. I gotta figure out what the
Brooks
hell's going
knows
on with
it
these.
might be her. I don't know. The Slurring Queen account.
The slurring queen would. I don't think it'd be Bambi. She's not really had a beef with me to go at me like that. That account has been around for years. Before Bambi even came around, the first time I saw it, I mean, to me, I think it's Titty Lynn myself, or someone
I mean,
really,
yeah.
because that was the first time I saw that account was when it was going in Titty Lynn's when she was going at me. Oh, the Jules mom's account. Oh, her or
Oh,
William.
oh, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, there's no telling.
Um, Either way, they're always going to talk about something. Don't even waste your time. Oh no, Mugsy, you're right.
So, Jules, you're
It
seeing it
was
there. Sophie and her mods, and I'm on the mods too, we're all in agreement that if any accounts came and they're going at your mom, it will be deleted and removed. No one
right
is
away.
in the chat. So please don't just run with that next time. Ask them to send you proof. Which Jules, you say, I don't believe anything. I'll ask for proof. Well, then what happened yesterday?
But then she never asks for proof. Just like when she got mad at JJ. Remember, a couple months ago, she got mad at JJ for being in my members live instead of her public live. And there was that account that come in that says JJ's talking crap about her in my members live, and it wasn't true. And she immediately turned on JJ without asking for proof.
It was that account Lone Wolf or whatever. And that account, I have only seen it that one time in Jules and SoFlows. That's the only time I've seen that account anywhere. So of course they started crap out. Like I said, she went for it. But again, I can't fault her because I've fallen for crap that came in that people said. But that's a huge accusation to make. And she
Right,
really
Rose
just
Nose? Yeah.
I put a 500 price on the info. Ooh. Yeah, that account's fucked up and messed up. And they're using images from my private Instagram, trying to make me look bad when I was hiking for 5 hours before I had that picture. That was a screen grab from a live stream I did after hiking for hours and hours and hours. So yeah, of course I don't look great in it. People are so pathetic. But they've
And
been
isn't
around a
it
long
funny,
time.
Cindy, that that was the only time that account has ever been seen? Look at Cindy's comment.
Yep.
That
Like I said,
account's never been seen again.
I saw them in SoFlows after that, but that was it. But there is two different accounts. We have Lone Wolf and Loner Wolf. Like there's two of them. And then we have She Wolf. So I mean, there's a lot of wolf accounts. But yeah, I've only seen it those two spaces only.
Right.
Brooks knows.
Right, Brooks knows.
Girl, I like to be active. I like to be out in nature and hiking or in the river. Man, I hurt my legs bad the other day. I went in the river on Saturday we were there for about 6 hours, and
did
oh my
you?
God, I walked the next day. But I found more turquoise, found some pottery.
Awesome.
But
Awesome. There's a place about 30 minutes away from us. It's like, I guess it's a Virginia State Park, I guess. But
well,
you walk down this trail and it's like a mile each direction. You walk down this trail and it's like, the forest and the water and just, it's super nice. It's a super nice walk. And you get to the end of it and it opens up into this huge pool of water with this big waterfall coming down. So pretty. And we might do that this weekend because we've been wanting to take the dogs down there and we go swimming. And it's definitely worth like recording for you guys because it's so pretty.
I hope you do stream it. People like it and just enjoy it. That's my happy place is being out in nature and doing some kind of. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Appreciate that.
Sarah, thank you. I appreciate you two women. I enjoy your individual lives and I love lives when you're together hanging out. Thank you, Sarah Q. Thank you, Bliss Chris. This might be a drama stream, but I am having fun with you, Siwa and Sophie. Well, thank you. Yeah, me and Siwa, we need to do this more often because, me and Siwa have had our beefs in the past, but I think it's because we're a lot more alike than we want to admit.
I'm still
We
waiting
get
to fight
along
you.
whenever.
I mean, promised me another fight, and you've just been leaving me out to dry, and I'm really pissed off.
I'm leaving you hanging. I'm leaving you hanging. But yeah, we do need to go live together more often. I enjoy it, and everybody else does too. So.
I love having conversations with other people on panel. It's always been the highlight of being on YouTube for me. So like people who piss them on when I do that, it's something I've always enjoyed. I'm not scared to have conversations and disagreements as long as it can be done in a respectful way.
Right.
So
yeah, and that's
people
it.
say, "Oh, she just does it for clicks and views." No, I do it because it's interesting to me. I enjoy it. It's interesting for the chat to see another perspective and give their input on things about important topics. It has nothing to do with, like I said, she keeps reiterating, she would talk to self-love for clicks and views. Again, if that was the goal, I would have been here more than a week out of a month, Jules.
Yeah, that wasn't why you had him up. And it had nothing to do with Jules. And it had nothing to do with Johnny Mac.
I didn't even go looking for him. So for them to think I had this great scheme to get him up there for click views, I didn't go searching for him. Someone else, Lindsay, Spitter Girl, or Momo's one that ran to him and said, "See what's talking crap about you." And then he came in there one talking. I was like, "Nope, click the link. I'll tell you exactly what I said." That is how it went down. And so for and Johnny Mac to try to twist it like it was a planned out thing is just blatantly lying, and y'all just need to quit and just stop. It'd be different if I was here every day and said, "Oh, I really got to make the views up. I'm gonna be doing stuff nonstop." Whatever. That's me trying to do things, get clicks and views. But like I said, that was the first time I went live that month. But yeah, sure,
Right.
sure, guys.
Right. And my thing with all of that with Johnny Mac and why I was standing firm in my feelings is because he kept trying to twist it like you had him, the man in Florida, you had him on your panel to go at Johnny Mac and his family. And I'm like, no, that had absolutely nothing to do with it. As soon as he brought Johnny Mac up, you shut him down.
Yeah, I told
Like,
him to stop
no,
doing
that wasn't a thing.
I told him I was mad about him boxing and that I don't want that on my channel. And I took it
Yeah.
out. I took it out before I even went and put commercial or anything. I went and took that out
Yep.
first. But it's when
Yeah,
editing videos, y'all, it takes time to process the edits
it
in them
does.
to take out the other shit. It doesn't happen as soon as you do it. It could take hours to days for it to fully
Hours.
process
Hmm.
the new version. So they're like, oh, she just still leaving it or she's not even trying to take it out. Well, you clearly never edited anything on a stream if you think that that's how it works. No, it doesn't
Right.
happen like that. And the whole can say she even made a thumbnail and purposely put self-low in the title just to try to make more attention. And again, I do thumbnails to specify what's in the streams if it's important topics or conversations. Like Jules, if you go on Jules and look at all her streams, it's just Manic Monday, Cranky Thursday, or whatever. No one knows what those. We have no idea. My thumbnails will tell you exactly what the stream's about, what the topic was, who is on panel. That lets people know what's in it to be able to specify what is what. That's something I do for
And
my subs, not for anything else.
and forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't YouTube about clicks and views?
We
Isn't that
wouldn't
what
be
we all
here.
want?
Right. We would not freaking be here if we didn't want anybody to listen to us.
Hmm. And you're right, Truth Hurts. Hmm. Yep, you're right.
Good. And Jules is
Because
the one who used Soflo to go at women in our community for a year
for a
straight.
year,
So, the audacity of her to complain about anything when it comes to Soflo is so hypocritical.
Sarah Q, you're right. You're right.
Oh, that's her plan all along. When we didn't ship up and give the apology she demanded, and Sophie didn't just go with it, that was always going to be the goal. She was always going to be planting seeds here and there to try to keep it going, or to end up forcing forcing his hand.
You're right. You're right. I don't think any content creator is here not to make a little money, right? You're right, Brooks Nose. You're right.
I mean, we're creating content and entertainment. We're editing videos. We're making thumbnails. We're making clips. We're spending our time. That time is precious, guys, but we're doing that to interact with everybody and provide the entertainment. So for everybody to be like up in arms about people who show support, that's like you telling someone to go work at a job for free for 10 hours a day and
Right.
say, don't expect anything. We're just going to use up every
Right.
free time we got, but don't expect anything in return. We're going to use it to our enjoyment and use it to entertain us, but you're not going to get anything in return for it.
No, you're
And
right.
again,
You're
it's
right.
not owed to us, to be clear. It's not owed to us. But when people do it
No.
out of the heart, for people then use that against us, is BS.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. And them saying in that stream that you were just playing, oh, and now that Sophie's monetized, like I've only been monetized for a month or something. I've been monetized for like a year and a half now. And it's like, I'm not, like, just makes no sense to me. The
Didn't you
things that they were
monetize
saying.
before? Like, didn't you
Do what?
weren't you monetized before you even started responding and like doing
Yes.
streams of commentary?
Yes. Yes. I was monetized about 6 months. And I didn't even go live. That's the thing. The first 6 months I was monetized, I didn't even go live. I didn't do anything. And then last September, I started, commentating and doing that stuff. But yeah, I mean, if I'm here for the money, which everybody's here for money if they can make it, even though it's drama or whatever, it's still content for people,
It's entertainment.
it's entertaining for people. So, but yeah, the first 6 months I was monetized, I didn't even go live.
That's what I thought. So for them to act like you're only talking shit now or whatever, which you're just responding and clearing your name, to be like, she's only to get the money now. Again, What makes
Right.
them any different? Honestly,
Exactly.
there's no
Exactly.
different. They do the same shit. There's no difference between everyone except Draws just was never monetized. I don't think. Um, but to me, it's a little worse
No.
to do it for free, like to spend your time here just tearing people down every
Doing
day,
it for
just
nothing.
yeah, just because you want to, because you enjoy it. Oh, did she already do it again? Poor baby. God forbid anyone get attention. So that's 3 times in a row now she's done that towards me.
What
She is such
happened?
well, the bee has to go live and get her attention because apparently
Oh, of
I'm only
course.
allowed one time.
Of course. Of course. She does it to me. She does it to you.
It's
You're right,
crazy.
Jade. She does. Yep. It's pathetic. She has to have the attention. Yep.
Well, any of us who are getting supported, y'all, we are beyond blessed and forever grateful.
Definitely.
And having this channel has allowed me to do so much for my children that I wouldn't be able to do without that
Hmm.
support through the years. I mean, y'all have allowed me a lot. Like I said, anytime I have extra, I spend it towards doing things with Princess, making memories with her. So
Right.
I'm grateful for every little bit. It means so much to me. And
I
like I
mean,
said,
and even though my husband works and takes care of everything around here, that extra money that I get every month, it does help. You know,
yeah,
it does help out around here. So we are both grateful for, because that's you guys' hard-earned money. You know, you don't have to give it to us, but you decide to, and we are grateful for that. She'll probably mention what I said about the account that had someone's full address. I don't care. I'm not a liar. I saw what I saw, so did Truth Hurts.
with a full address in it, apparently.
And you're right. She is very selective on what comments she puts up on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, if you're taking the troll accounts that are saying really nice things to put up on the screen, you're wanting people to see it, and you're okay
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here and go call the internet company, see
Have
what the hell's
fun.
going on with it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
And I'm going to get dressed and wait for my husband to get home. We've got some errands we need to go run, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. If I pay to watch
okay.
Netflix, then I have
Thank you
no
for
problem
joining us,
paying
Sophie.
for you guys because I watch you also for entertainment. Now, thank you, Brooks Nose. She doesn't speak on Savage because
She
Savage
doesn't.
has too much on her.
Well, no, because Savage is vicious with it. She makes all those videos, and Jules hates it, and she knows Savage does not hold back on her.
You know, she gave Savage like 19 privacy strikes or something. Something
Savage,
crazy. Hmm. Jules did. Jules hit Savage with like 19 privacy strikes or
dude, I
something.
remember
It
when
was
she
some
pissed him
crazy
off.
number.
I remember when she pissed him off when I hit her with 2 of them because she was showing private images off my
She's hitting
Instagram.
everybody. She's hitting everybody with them.
Jeez. Well, I can't even say nothing about it, but 19 privacy strikes.
On one person. And she did
I
it
don't
to
know
multiple
if
people.
her channel.
I don't know. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for having me up, Siwa.
Thank you so much for coming up, and we'll see you the next time you go live.
All righty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye, girl. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing everything from my phone, so I can't see everything like I used to. Anon, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everyone. Y'all are freaking amazing. Again, Jade, thank you so much for continuing to be a member for 34 months. Brooks knows, thank you for the 10 memberships. Freaking amazing. Michelle, you're 5 memberships. Very grateful. Muggsy, thank you so much for coming a member again. I really appreciate you. Thank you to the person that sent me something privately. I'm just very thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate what you did. But thank you everyone for being here. And I mean, like I said, we knew she was going to go live. It was just, I'm going to allow a little bit of time. Last night, I didn't even get 30 minutes before she was already going live to still views. So, Sophie, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Jeez Louise. That's crazy. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. And again, I'll be making a video if I get the internet fixed today. I'll make a video teaching people how to join memberships because there's some that don't know how to do it yet. So I'll be doing that. But if nothing else happens or goes crazy, I'll see y'all Maybe tomorrow. Hell, maybe it's not if I'm bored. I don't know. But all right, hold on. I gotta see how to get my stuff out of here. Hold on a second. Gotta get my outro video and all that. Goody. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Leave your emojis, what you're already doing. We're proud allies over here. We support the LGBTQIA. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
If I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored again?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion.